Stay off the drugs. Stay off the drugs.
The game was won. They kicked an oblong both with it.
Now, and I've been getting hit up on my timelines and stuff, and I might have done some. Why should I got hitting up? Because I'm glad I have you here, Diamond. And I need you to be around your microphone. Why are you happy that the New England Patriots lost?
Yeah, okay, because
that was one.
I really don't like Tom Brady.
Okay.
I
For what
don't
reasons?
like anything he stands for.
Okay.
I don't believe in kissing your son in the mouth.
I knew that was coming up.
I don't believe in kissing your father in the mouth, all of which he's done.
He's a generational kisser.
Yeah, he's a habitual kisser. He's a
male
habitual
kisser.
cheater. And
Cheating on what? What does he cheat on?
cheat on games.
How does he do that?
Easy, fam. Okay, so
How does he cheat on games?
So how? What do you mean? What?
How does he cheat on games?
Easily. Okay, he has the NBA flop thing down pat. Okay, if somebody touches him, he's going to flop. He's going to flop on the ground.
Most quarterbacks do.
Not most. No, Ben doesn't do that. And I don't even like Ben, but Ben doesn't do that.
Ben falls on the floor and acts like he's dead. That'd be the difference. He doesn't
Ben
flop.
is tough.
No, he falls on the floor like he's dead. And
Tom Brady is not tough.
Nah, he's tough.
Come on,
Tom Brady's
man.
tough.
So you get in a fight in a bar. Ben, Tom Brady. Which one do you want standing beside
First of all, Ben's in the bathroom raping.
True, but
Okay.
when
Tom
he comes out,
Tom is 6'5", kind of strong.
And?
He big. Tom is strong.
Tom
He's
is not
tough.
strong. He's just tall.
Tom Brady, okay, is Tom Brady, okay, in a nutshell. He will go down. I honestly and truly, I thought that if they would have won this Super Bowl, that he would have retired. He would have went out on top. This is his swan song. He went out at 500 yards, 3 touchdowns, unstoppable. Honestly, this is what I thought was going to happen. But now that he's lost, I think he's coming back.
To whine.
I don't know. See, here's the thing. Here's the thing.
There's footage of him whining and
Oh no, he's definitely a whiner. He's definitely a whiner. But I feel like he's a very sore loser.
How's he
a
didn't
sore
shake
loser?
anybody's hand yesterday.
First off, the whole thing is this: when he does that, and because I had to do research on that also
a sore
too.
loser.
No, or during the Super Bowl is different. He actually goes to the locker rooms. I'm telling you, like that's what. Even with Eli, because I looked at that back then. I'm telling you, this is not made up stuff.
When
Devin,
people-
we spoke about this.
Listen,
he goes to that locker room.
He's like no, he's that. Mom, clean up my room. Like
That's
he's
emotion.
that guy.
That's emotion speaking right there.
He's that guy.
You know what's funny? The whole world was going for Philadelphia.
Yeah,
the whole world. The whole world
was the underdogs, fam.
Listen, and I'm glad. Hold up. Go ahead.
ahead.
I'm glad you said that word because that's the word I was going to.
What was that?
Underdogs.
There are
Underdog,
32
okay.
teams in the NFL. 31 are underdogs when it comes to the Patriots. Because
I would agree.
everybody, I'm going to, because I know Dom's going to talk, but you're the sports guy. I need you to be a little objective on this
All
one.
right.
If I say something, please call me on my shit.
Objective. Okay.
31 of those teams are the underdogs.
At the beginning of the season, it was highly touted that the Patriots would go undefeated.
They're the champion.
They were
They're the
going to
champions.
Even when we're not the champions,
They're the Yankees.
It's still the same thing.
It's Patriots
They're
by default.
Duke.
It's Patriots by
always
default.
a team like that.
But let me get this. So you know what's so crazy with
They're
this
the
whole
Kennedys.
with this whole
They're the
underdog
Bushes.
thing? The world loves the underdog, but then don't like Tom Brady, who might be one of the biggest underdogs.
Greatest underdogs
you
of
can
all
get.
time.
You know why?
Of all time.
You know
Greatest
why?
underdog of all
It's some
time.
people
Of
that
all
you
time.
like, and there's some people that you don't like. And he comes off as that guy who is spoiled. The rules bend for him. He's the company guy. He's the country guy.
When did this
He's
start,
the president's
though?
guy.
But when did this start?
Okay, how
Started
about
with
this?
the win.
He's the president's guy.
When did this start,
They've
though?
been friends
Yes.
for a long time.
Okay, so
Go ahead.
I could understand why the dislike for Tom Brady after we found out that he was a Trump
His wife
supporter.
doesn't like him.
I can understand the dislike for Tom Brady after we found out that he was a Trump supporter with the MAGA hat and the
Avid
topper.
Trump
I could
supporter.
understand
You're right, because
that.
Trump was the first president that.
But what I don't
Super Bowl.
understand about the dislike for Tom Brady is it's because he wins. That's the only reason you have to dislike.
It's not because he wins.
It's how he wins.
It's not because he wins.
Why not?
It's okay. I'll give you an example. People dislike Floyd Mayweather. It's the way he wins. So Floyd Mayweather is a winner. If he was the humble guy, he would be loved. because of the way he wins, it may even with his accomplishments, it makes some people
But at
dislike
the
him.
same time, no, I really feel like people tune into Floyd and the same way they do with Tom.
Thank you.
To see him lose. We're tired
Because
of
they
the
don't
winning.
like him.
Okay, but why? I'm saying,
Because of the way he went. 'Cause
Let's
he's
talk
like
about
a-
Tom Brady. Let's
yes,
talk
I'm the-
about.
you know what I mean?
Okay,
He's
let's
that-
talk about the.
No,
the
you're
rise,
making up stuff because he never
meteor-
does that.
Floyd Mayweather's
the meteor,
that.
The meteoric
That's
rise
Floyd
of Tom
Mayweather.
Brady. The meteoric rise of Tom Brady. Okay,
He's the white version of that.
he's the
How
white
is he
version of
that?
Floyd.
How is he that when he never had?
Oh, the white version of Floyd.
What I mean by that is he's everything is shifting in his favor. They cheat for him. The refs
like-
call for him.
You know what
They
it is?
have the Tom Brady
it's the same-
rule.
No such thing
This
as Tom
is the
Brady.
same
It's a slang
feeling-
term.
Stuff.
It's a slang
This is
term.
the same feeling that white people have about Floyd Mayweather.
Yes.
Exactly, the exact same feeling.
Facts.
It's because he's white. He wins.
It's not 'cause
He knows
he's
he knows he wins. Okay, it's not just the
White people
skin.
dislike him as well.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I will give you that. But it's the
And black people dislike
It's
Floyd.
the arrogance of it. It's the expected. I am expected to win. They know all of the rules and they know how to use them against you. And on top
And the league cheats for him.
I don't
See,
think
that
rules
sounds-
in his
no,
favor.
you know what's crazy with that?
I
Go
honestly
ahead.
feel like
Go
that
ahead.
the league,
Rules in his favor.
especially Roger Goodell,
The commentators yesterday
extremely
were
happy.
so mad.
Happy.
They were so mad that the Eagles were winning. They were trying to find every little
No, I
wait,
don't-
he was
you
a
know what it
runner.
is?
Was
You know
he
what
not
it
a
is?
runner?
It's
He was
because the Patriots have gotten those calls all year. All of those
year?
all year, all season long. They have got. Let's just keep it in this year.
Always
Let's
get
keep it in
those
this year. They get those calls because you know why? And you know why? The Cleveland Browns get those same calls. The Tennessee Titans get those same calls. You know why nobody cares? Because they're never playing in games of any magnitude. So you're always watching the Patriots. You're always expecting something to happen to them. And it just so happens that they're on the other side of the rules. I dislike them because they beat my team.
Thank you.
Other than that,
Thank you.
I don't have a
Thank
problem
you.
with the New England Patriots. As a matter of fact, I felt a monicum of pity for Tom Brady last night. A little bit because I could see if it was a clear cut, somebody beat somebody off the edge and just destroyed them.
My thing is this.
It
This
was,
is why he acted like he did yesterday is the main reason I don't like him. Okay, the game that they played. First of all, that was a great game
Fantastic
yesterday.
game. Start to finish.
There was
Start to
nothing.
finish.
There was nothing in that game.
That was the Super Bowl.
That was
That
how
was
it's
a
supposed
Super
to
Bowl.
be. It was nothing in that game for any Patriots to feel bad about. They gave it 100%. The better team won, and that's just what happened. Now, the reason why I don't like him is the reaction that he had is why I don't like him. Because you didn't it was no, you know what I mean? You should have been up there. There's the same way that Ocean's acting is the same way Brady should have been acting. Good game,
got
you
you.
did it,
Yeah,
boom.
right.
Because they expect people to do that to them. And
Actually, they don't.
yes, they do.
Actually, they don't. Or
Yes,
they don't care
do.
one way
Yes,
or another.
they do.
See, the thing is, you're putting a narrative on it, and this is the funny
gotta
thing.
put
on
a
it.
narrative
This is the
on
funny
it.
thing on it. This is what I came up with when Devin just said he doesn't like him because they beat his team.
Yeah.
I get that. These were the comments that I was getting all day. Hold up, these were the comments I was getting all day.
But what
Hold up.
about when they beat?
These-
And this is adding to that. In addition to that, but the times and your team is the Ravens,
Of course.
and the times when they beat us when they cheated, right?
See, that's weak. That's weak.
The
That's
times
weak.
that they beat us
That's
that
weak.
the calls weren't fair.
What do you get not fair? When you put it this, your
The
kicker
times
mixed,
that
your
they-
kicker
okay.
missed a field goal. How did New England cheat?
But what happened before that?
He didn't catch the ball. He didn't catch the ball.
Yeah,
What
He didn't
ball?
catch the ball.
What-
the Lee
what-
Evans, he didn't catch
Lee
it.
Evans, Lee
He
Evans
didn't finish the catch.
Okay.
He didn't finish the catch. See, this is the thing, and I'm glad it's a lot of
Do the
people.
lights always
Hold up.
stay on?
It's a lot of
People cheat. People just
what
cheat.
lights? What lights
Just- I'm
not
just saying.
cheat? First off, let me
The league
save you. Let me
cheats.
save you because I like you. You my brother. Stop using the word cheat because you're men. Men shouldn't use the word cheat because you know
Sure
why?
we can.
You know why? Because it makes you seem defenseless and helpless.
No,
that's for one.
No,
it makes you seem that way.
Cheating.
It makes you seem that way.
For instance, we playing cards. Dev got some cards. Another ace under the table, mysterious ace under the table, and brings it out and wins the game. What do you say?
That's ridiculous. That's
No,
ridiculous.
what do you say?
But
He
that's
cheated.
ridiculous.
Here are the ways that we're talking about the Patriots cheated. Okay, we've got Deflategate,
Which is bullshit.
which is less
Bullshit.
less air in a ball. The one thing I will say, okay, Spygate.
That was blown poorly. Explain it.
Spygate. Okay, for those of you who don't know about Spygate, there was an offensive coordinator by the name of Eric Mangini, who went on to become the head coach of the New York Jets. He was a New England Patriot. He was in the of course in the locker room in the offices, so he knew the way that the Patriots operated. And what he said to Bill Belichick was, "Do what you do, just don't do it to me." And when he found out what was being done to him, he blew the whistle on it.
And has Eric Mangini have a job since then?
Eric Mangini has not had a job.
He never got another job. And you know what I always found? You know,
analyst.
He's been an analyst. You know what I always found funny with that? Whether he got another job or not, you know why no organization touched him? Because they're like, so what if they did it? You went and told. So that means if you come to our organization and we bend the rules and you leave, you're going to tell. So the craziest thing with that, by him blowing the whistle, it ruins his coaching career. Now that's the two separate issues. Whether it was done on the Patriots' part, they got fined, they got draft picks taken away and everything. We get that, but at the same time, he ethered himself.
Yeah. And on top of that, that was in the early 2000s. Okay. Anything after that with the New England Patriots, tuck rule, things. Okay, rules have been changed. The rules have been changed after Tom Brady's been hurt. That does not mean that the rules changed for Tom Brady. It just means that the NFL has priorities, okay? And the priorities in the NFL have always been quarterbacks. For the longest time, it's been
Attorney Epps. Okay, so yes,
I've taken the case.
Yes, I mean
I've taken the case.
That's really a really nice way to dress up what you're saying. But all of this together, coupled with his whiny attitude.
That's just what you personally think.
Brady.
Oh, that's only me. I'm the only person to say that.
No, everybody just throw.
I'm the only person to say that.
The narrative is the narrative. I don't know if
I create that narrative, or was that the narrative?
No, that's what people say. That's what people want to say.
Apparent.
If he loses a game, or if he knows a game might be over, and he'll do that thing, he'll sit on the floor. He knows they lost. What do you want him to do? He's not whining. He's just like, shit, we lost.
Because
lost.
At the same time, when Cam Newton lost the Super Bowl, we defended him tooth and nail.
No, but they
was upset.
They jumped on him for not shaking the hand.
We talking about Tom.
Cam Newton.
Cam shook hands. He just did. He was rude in the press conference.
Okay.
Which
the reason he was rude, and that was one thing you could say. Well, he just lost. No, he also was sitting right next to. It was the shit. It was the curtain right there, and he can hear the Denver Broncos reaction and stuff. But let me stick with Brady for a second, because these are the things that I was hearing. Okay. When people said, I don't like him because he beat my team, I was like, check off. I can respect that. I get that. I understand that people love the underdog. The world loves the underdog because it's the easy thing to do. It's the easy thing to do. I'm sitting in class today. I've told my students, I wrote on the board, I said, everybody's an underdog until you make yourself a favorite.
Right.
Let me repeat that again. Everybody's an underdog till you make yourself a favorite. Then I started hearing things like
But that's not true.
It is true.
It is not true.
It's true.
Easy. If you join the team, okay, listen, the Patriots were just like before Brady came along.
No, they weren't. No, they weren't. No, they weren't. No, they weren't.
What I'm trying to say is you have those
Drew
franchise
stuff.
You had those
They
franchise
weren't one
teams.
of them. They weren't one of them.
You have those franchise teams.
I don't believe that
y'all
the
are just not
Patriots-
old enough to remember.
I'm old enough to remember.
Y'all not old enough.
I'm old enough to
Y'all just
remember.
not old enough to remember. There's always a Yankees. There's always a team that leans. The Cowboys are like that too.
That's what I'm saying.
The Cowboys.
Always a team.
Okay, name them. The Cowboys.
Yeah,
the 49ers. The Patriots were not one of them.
The Patriots just
listen.
You
But
know what?
I'm saying, it shifts.
They've been winning so long that you have forgotten what it was like when they weren't. They've had a 20-year run. Almost 20 years they've been doing this. We won the Ravens won the Super Bowl in 2000.
That's more than half your life.
Do you remember?
Ravens
that's what I'm saying. That's more than half your life.
Do you remember when Buffalo was going to 4 straight Super Bowls?
Right.
And they're in our division.
But they wasn't winning.
They're in our division.
You mean the choking Buffalo?
But they
Buffalo remember.
But where is the Patriots in terms of winning? Buffalo is winning the division every year. They go to the Super Bowl.
I'm saying in Miami and the Jets, when the Miami and
matter.
the Jets were battling for the supremacy of NFC East before the Patriots had this run, and the run started in 2001. That's it. That's when it started.
You know why people don't like the teacher's pet in class?
Why is that?
The same reason they don't like Tom Brady.
Because he
comes off as the teacher's pet.
Okay, but what is the teacher's pet? What are some of the qualities that the teacher's pet always has? Right? They're always the smartest.
Not necessarily.
They're not teachers' pets.
If they're not the smartest, they are the closest to the teacher.
That's what it is.
They're the closest to the teacher. But as we can see this year, they're not. Brady and Belichick aren't that close anymore. They're not. They've had a tiff.
So you know what's close to each other.
They're close to each other, right? Close to each other.
And the reports have said they've never really been super close.
But
it's been
it's been a situation, a relationship with them like
mutually beneficial.
A sergeant and a soldier. Tom Brady is a diligent soldier, and he takes out and he follows the rules. He follows his orders, and it was time for that soldier to hang it up. And that soldier wasn't ready. No, I feel like Tom Brady's got about a year and a half left in him.
About 2 years.
I say
about 2 years, 2 to 3 years tops.
A year and then halfway
because
losing
put something different in it.
Put something different in it.
Had he won, I say maybe 2 years. He lost. He's definitely coming back for the next 2. That third is optional. Next 2.
Tom is 40 this year, right?
I don't want to be in another
40. Another jersey? Tom will never play another jersey.
No.
Tom Brady will never play another jersey.
Over. But I want to get to all that. I want to get back to the whole underdog thing. This guy was a six round, 199th pick. So that means he's not even shaking the commissioner's hand. He's not even supposed to play.
He's not even shaking the assistant commissioner's hand.
He's not shaking
They're calling his shit over the internet.
A couple of things that I found interesting in this matchup, besides the actual game. In 2004 is the last time that the Patriots played Philadelphia in Super Bowl.
Stunner McNabb, shut up.
There is nobody on that Super Bowl team yesterday, the Philadelphia Eagles, that played or coached on that roster. I don't even think they had the same owners.
I mean, shout out. They might have changed. I don't know how. This shit was blowing my mind. It's been blowing my mind for about the past couple of years. How is Deuce Staley still getting Philadelphia Eagle checks? Have you seen Deuce Staley? You remember Deuce? Deuce big as shit now on the sideline with no hair in the bed. It's just amazing to me. So Deuce might have been there. Deuce might have been on the Super Bowl roster, but he coaching now. Washed.
14 years later.
Yeah, 14 years later.
14. First off, that's a career for most people.
Yeah.
14
average
years
NFL career is
later.
3 years, by the way.
Exactly. 14 years later, how are you playing the same quarterback?
Yeah.
At 40.
That's excellent.
And not in the regular season game.
That's excellent.
In the game.
That's excellent.
This is called sustained excellence.
Yes.
Number 2. I started thinking about it when people was like, oh, they just win too much. I want somebody else to win. See, it goes deeper. Man. See, now I'm shifting from actual to football to people's mind states of things. Right. Because that's how people think. People are not. The average person walking around does not relate to greatness at all.
And that was the paradigm I was sitting at watching the game, because I was like, damn, I don't want the Patriots to win only because they beat my team. But at the same time, I would rather see a champion keep championing. You understand what I'm saying? I would rather see a champion keep winning.
It's the same reason why people get mad that Bruno Mars won all of the awards.
Bruno Mars? Oh,
yes. Whenever you have a situation where the scales seemingly are shifted towards one person, it creates a natural disgruntled nature with other people. Sure, you can call it jealousy. Mm-hmm. You can call it disgruntled. Bitter. You can call it hating. You can call it whatever you want to call it. But Bruno Mars shouldn't have got all of those categories, because some of those categories he shouldn't have got. Some of them he should have. Some of them he shouldn't have. But when you have a situation, corporations say, it just makes no sense. It's easier to do like this way. Him, he's hot. Okay, cool. Okay. You know what I mean? Oh, he's the most recognizable. It's easy. Him. Cool.
Okay.
And fans be like, whoa, what the hell? What about this? What about him?
Yes, I understand where you're going with that, but at the same time, in sports, everything has to be earned. So it's not like they've been chosen. Everything should be earned. And it has been earned by the Patriots for the most part. Okay, I'll give you the asterisk.
I would say 92% of the time.
Yeah, 92, 95.
Which is even worse. Why people get frustrated because they have the talent, they have the
Exactly.
coach, they have the quarterback,
It's already
they have
there.
a
It's
system.
already there.
They just pull and plug people in.
Get
There's
radio
no
here
need
early.
to inflate the balls. There's no need to be camera on people's practices. There's no need.
So
for
deflating the
league
ball,
to
if
do
we don't
none of
even
that.
first off, that whole gate thing, they put gate at the end of everything. So that's just
Spy
what they
gate.
do.
It's all gates.
Spy gates,
It's all
all
gates.
gates,
It's all
whatever.
gates.
But when they ask the other golden boy, Aaron Rodgers, how you like the ball? He says, I like the
my
ball
butt.
overinflated.
Yeah, I like overinflated.
He says, I like it overinflated because I have small hands.
Yep.
So one person claiming that, we might want the ball with a little less air. This person wants more air. As long as it's NFL pressure. But never mind the pressure. I don't care about the footballs. What I'm saying, I'm getting back to what I'm saying to is the fact of Tom Brady, the Jay-Z's, the Nas's of the world, the people, they're the reason. You know why people don't like them? Because they never look in the mirror for themselves.
Exactly.
I'm gonna tell you like this. Why do you think it's not a surprise why the average rapper can't get past his third album? You know why? Because the average rapper might get on at 20. He comes out with his album. It's nice and raw. He's talking about whatever he wants to talk about.
His life.
He's getting older as a person, but yet he's not growing in his music. So now he's 30 years old, still talking like he's 20 years old.
You ain't got shot
That's
again.
the
What's the
difference.
second album
And they're
about?
still talking about the same thing,
man.
and then they wonder why sooner or later why nobody listens to my music no more, nigga? Because you told us this story 10 years ago, and you have yet to grow. Because you know
that's
why?
part of it.
The average person doesn't grow in life.
But
why do you
listen,
think?
but
why,
listen,
hold on, why do you think?
Let me address what you just said.
Go ahead.
I want you to leave.
I'm not leaving that.
Now,
Got a lot.
what you're saying is true. But if that was the reason, then they would still be successful. If the average person doesn't grow and the average rapper is not growing, then they would still be speaking the same language to that consumer. So the rappers who grow and say something different, a lot of times they say, I want the old such and such, or I want this one, because they don't grow. That's not the reason why they don't last. The reason why they don't last is the companies are chasing a sound. And they also are chasing
That's not why I'm
people
going
that
with
they
it.
can
That's not
break
why I'm going. I
with
hear
the
you.
contract.
I hear you, but
So
that's
that's
not-
why they constantly want somebody
In
new.
terms of that, but that's not what
the
I'm talking
only
about.
reason. It's
I'm
the
not
only
talking about
promotion.
that. I'm not talking about that. It's emotion in terms of people want the same thing because they don't change what they think. They can't fathom seeing anything else
Right, anything
different.
change.
So this is why we're going to stay in this pocket. So I'm always going to draw to somebody that appears to stay in the same pocket of doing things in life. Simple as that. Like, you can't talk about, point this, people are here, people talk about having a job. Yo, I just got this new job. You get 1,000 likes on Facebook. Oh, yo, I just got a promotion. 1,000 likes. God is good. But the people that's like, look here, I'm not working anymore. Started my own business. 2 likes.
2 likes.
3 likes. Then they start blasting off and doing what they do. Oh, fuck, this motherfucker think he do all that.
Right.
Such and such. You know why? Because I chose to go ahead because I put my dreams into fruition. But most people don't. I call it the Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen syndrome. And Scottie Pippen is a great. But if somebody said you had to be one closer to your life, and they said, yo, which one you gonna pick? You can probably be Scottie. He's the attainable one to be. Michael Jackson, Michael Jordan, Mike Tyson, Eddie Murphy. If somebody said, Joe, you have to be great all the time, on the highest of levels, I'm not doing that. So you mean to tell me I always have to be on top of my game? And it's not about a win, it's not about a loss, but you mean to tell me I gotta always work and excel at greatness? I gotta do that?
I gotta get everybody's best every time?
Exactly. See, this is the thing we got with LeBron James. The other day, what happened to LeBron James was embarrassing.
Listen, hold on. It ain't the other day. This has been going on.
But I'm just
going on for weeks.
But, okay, because I want you to talk to the whole weeks. But I'm talking about when they played against Houston. Play this. This is my thing. This was my thing. It was a microcosm. It was a microcosm of what I personally think of LeBron James and have been thinking of LeBron James. LeBron James. Was it not a nationally televised game?
Oh, it's Saturday.
Everybody, we all knew. Prime time. We all knew
Mm-hmm.
this game was coming on. This was the game before the Super Bowl.
Rockets.
How about this? I'm going to give and I don't give LeBron too many passes.
Oh, he's gonna pass?
But I'm going to give him a pass.
You got to.
I know. You know. Let me tell you.
No passes.
I thought
This was one of his worst scoring games
I don't care about the
ever.
score. No, don't try to undercut it. Don't try to undercut it because you try to cheapen it. Try to cheapen it
right now.
I don't even care. I knew for a fact they wasn't going to beat the Houston
Rockets.
I don't care about that. You're not going to win the game. But you cannot call yourself the king and have 6 points in the first half while your team is getting blown out. And then you end up with 11 points, 9 rebounds, 9 assists. And it was a blowout.
The greatest can't have a bad day.
No.
Tom Brady's had bad days.
That's not what it is.
That's not what it is.
Had a bad day.
That's not the bad day.
Mike Tyson had a bad day. You can't have a bad day.
No, Mike's had bad games, okay? But the difference is when Mike has a bad game, he's talking about it, okay? He's game planning. He's still trying to figure it out. When LeBron has a bad game, he checks the fuck out. And you can see it. And it's not even secretly.
Let me stop you right there.
Gone.
He's gone. But let me stop.
Gone.
Because dominance going.
Maybe something was going on.
Man, nothing's going on. These niggas got $400 million. Nothing's going on. Nothing's going on in his life. Nothing's going on in his life.
You're a basketball player. You're gone. You're gone. There's a basketball game going on.
Let me tell you this too. I'm gonna tell you something that my high school coach told me, and I kept it forever. Johnny Mathis. Yes, that's his real name. Like the singer, Johnny Mathis.
Okay.
Yes. Johnny Mathis, that's his real name.
The change won't come.
He told me, and he's a Hall of Famer too, in the New York City joint. No doubt. He goes like this. He says, playing hard never has a bad game. He said, because we were there in practice talking about how bad Michael Jordan shot this particular game. And he said Michael Jordan never had a bad game in his life. I said, what you talk? We was like, coach, what you talk about? He was 6'4", 28 last night. He said Michael Jordan plays hard every game, and playing hard never has a bad game. LeBron James, he wants to get the best version of every person on his team, but yet he doesn't give the best version of himself every single night. It starts from the top. And his effort was ridiculous. And it zoomed to the rest of his team.
And I forget which analyst came up with this cockamamie-ass theory. It
probably was Nick Wright.
I want to say it was Chris Carter, but I know it was one of them Fox niggas. It was one of them Fox niggas.
Foxy niggas.
And they were saying that basically LeBron shouldn't have to bring his A game every night. He should have his supporting cast, and they should be bringing their A game. And LeBron should only have to bring it out when the big moments come. And that's not how it works. It's never worked that way. That's not how any of this works, okay? It starts at the top. It's always been LeBron's team when they're winning. It's always because of LeBron when they are winning. And when they are losing, it is everybody else's fault.
Every single time.
He can have the best team on paper there has ever been.
That he's asked for.
Mm-hmm. He's clamored for. He got that team. Everybody on that team got paid because of LeBron. Everybody. Meaning that is the team that he wanted for the long term.
Yes.
And all those same players, well, not to mention he ran Kyrie out.
Pretty much.
Because you want to be in charge so much, but at the same time you don't want to commit to anything. So you put your second star who is still rising while you're falling. Mm-hmm. You put him in such a bad mental state that he says, you know what? I would rather get knee surgery than play with you again. I would rather them cut on me than play with you again.
You know why? Because Kyrie is seen firsthand what I've been saying for years. He's not the leader that people assume that he is. He checks out a game so much. He's checked out a series. The difference is this. His numbers are staggering in terms of sustainability. Yeah. So we understand that. But at the same time, for me, it's been getting to the point where the things he's doing on the court is of no consequence.
And this is the difference. That we've had this conversation before, and I'll touch on it again. This is why LeBron is the best and not the greatest. For these reasons alone, because the greatest don't check out, baby. The greatest is there for all of it. The good, the bad. Even when he's 40 years old, his knees don't work the same way, and he come out and drop 6-1 game, and guess what he had the next game? 40. Wizards. I was there.
That dude. But Same time. So, I understand everybody likes the underdogs, everybody likes the blonde. We get it. But a lot of things that I've seen within these last 48 hours, it's just excuses and things like that. They're looks in the mirrors. It's times we got to look at yourself in the mirror. That's it. I personally feel I'm a great person. I feel greatness is in me and it's going to be shown in its full capacity. Because if not, I got to be out here. Mediocrity, I can't rock with.
For the life of me, I can't take pride. I'm not about to cheer for the loss. Okay, I like the Eagles. I like them as a team.
It's a great story. Yeah, it was a great story. Great story.
I can't rock with the Redskins. I never could. So Philadelphia has been that's that team that you like NFC that I keep my eye out for. Okay, I like McNabb. I like Randall Cunningham. I like Westbrook. I like the teams that they've had over the years. T.O., all of them. Shout out to them. So, and of course, former Raven, Torrey Smith was on the team. Timmy Jernigan, also a former Raven, got traded.
LeGarrette Blount now has 3 rings.
Now has 3 rings. That's what I'm saying. So they were a well put together team. Y'all, Nick Foles is a backup quarterback, but y'all act like he don't have the record, the single game record for most touchdowns in a game. Like, dude can play. He could always play, but he was off over in Los Angeles with a bad coach, Jeff Fisher, who had, which is crazy, he had Case Keenum and Nick Foles, who were in the NFC Championship game this year. So it's not where you are. And it's not what you've done. It's what you can go on and do. Congratulations, Philadelphia Eagles. Now let's talk about this aftermath. Okay, the Philadelphia Eagles win the Super Bowl
and tore Philly the fuck up.
Tore Philly the fuck up. And I posted a meme yesterday, and it was a joke, but the shit was real true. And on one side, on the left side of the picture, it said, if Philadelphia loses the Super Bowl, and it was a burning city. And on the other side, it said, if Philadelphia wins the Super Bowl, and it was a burning fucking city. Mm-hmm. Because A, it's their first one. Mm-hmm. B, the people of Philadelphia are the best behaved people of all time. And why don't that was a riot last night, right?
Full-fledged
riot, right?
Full-fledged. They was break. First off, I didn't care about when they pushed the car over.
No, that's
because I got that. I knew that was coming.
That's college life.
They were showing. They were breaking into shit. I'm like
jumping on the Ritz-Carlton awning and shit.
And they broke it.
Yes.
The shit fell. First off,
street lights and shit. Like what? White people. For having you on my timeline, if you're there,
somebody just says it's okay for the white people when they do it.
Yeah. I don't, for the life of me, understand why you tear shit up when you're happy. Now,
white or black?
White. This is white privilege riots. I've never seen anything like it in my life. Y'all win shit and tear shit apart. Like, I understand why us blacks do it. We're upset. We're bamboozled. We've been led astray, and it's time to fight back. So we'll tear some shit up. Okay, understood. That makes sense to me. Why do you tear shit up in celebration?
Because white people got that thing that looks like, hey, they probably walking around talking about, hey, we all got insurance, we'll pay for this shit, and that's that. Like, maybe that's the theory. Maybe that's the theory behind this shit. Like,
if you are white or you have a white friend, please call in now. It's 404-436-1277. I need to understand why y'all tear shit apart when you're so happy. I don't get it. I just don't understand it.
I'm gonna say it like this: when the Ravens won their first title, we went downtown, and wasn't a Giants fan. Okay. Pulled for them because they were from New York. So I was like, well, let's see what happened. Mm-hmm. They got their ass beat.
Smack the shit out the damn.
So I remember going downtown. We was downtown.
Straight hand gat bigger.
And y'all were chasing people around. And I remember we were coming down Fayette walking because we had parked.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So we walking down Fayette, and a guy runs around the corner. He has on this like giant jersey, but it's like mangled and stuff like that. And so we was like, what? He's like, what the hell? He was like, yo, they're around the corner beating up anybody. Yo, y'all be careful, mind you. I just had a New York hat. I'm not a Giants fan, so I didn't have any Giant apparel on. So my friends did. They had on some Giant stuff or whatever. So I guess the mob ran around the corner.
Right.
They saw us. They circled us. Yeah. And I remember, God bless the dead, my man Ice, Brian Belleran. He was like, what's up? He was like, y'all niggas won the game, but we will fuck y'all up out here. And it was it turned from that to, hey, we won, guys. Yeah, we got y'all. We was like, yeah, you niggas won. Yeah, you right. But we will beat the hell out you. I guess I say all I have to say is like, yo, I feel like that sucker gene is shit that is like, it comes off. You can smell it on somebody. Like, yo, it's like a pheromone. It's like a pheromone.
You know I don't understand for the life of me why you want to wear an opposing team's gear anywhere in Baltimore at all when we are in large masses. Last time we had a pre especially downtown. Like, dude got beat the fuck up. Had the Steelers shit. We the Super Bowl parade, sir. Why are you down there with Pittsburgh Steelers stuff on? You looking for a fight? You got one.
You're looking to get jumped.
Yeah, you're looking to get beat the fuck up. Don't do that. That's word wise. From now on, if we win something, don't wear the opposing teams or our rivals' gear at all.
We take it like you saying, fuck us.
And that's another thing. When you live in a small town, okay, these victories we take very serious, okay? We don't get many around here, so don't try to piss on it. Okay?
Speaking of small town shit, what's up with, shout out to Ray Lewis, who is now inducted in the Football Hall of Fame. And I put a post up saying, you remember what I said? I said, don't try to stake claim to him now. Remember, we don't rock with y'all. We don't rock with Coon, with Ray Coon, Raccoon, whatever you want to call him, and everything. I told people how they need. I told them how they need to departmentalize.
Right.
Because I knew this day was coming.
Yeah, man.
I said, yo, it has nothing to do with his beliefs on one thing or how he's doing something. Just because he doesn't do it your way doesn't mean you got to ostracize him. Don't take down the statue. I didn't call. People was like, yo, you gonna sign a petition? I was like, hell no.
I never,
you know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. It was one of those things with him taking the statue down that I thought was a joke. And I was, ha, yeah, let's take the statue down. And I realized the niggas was serious. Like, here's the thing with athletes, people. Stop making them your leaders. Like, they are dudes who are good at sports. That does not mean they are good at life. Does not mean they have the best answers. And Ray, bless his heart, he just wants to be loved. That's all. He's out here. He's a prayer warrior. Okay, and
Ray. I mess with Ray.
I did 2 knees for Jesus.
Yo,
you understand? You got to understand. No, Chris, you don't understand. You don't understand, Chris? Okay, they were out there on 1 knee. I did 2 knees.
No. The funny thing is,
he figured that shit out.
He only puts that voice on. He only put that voice on when he try to make a point. Because I call it the ludicrous effect. And the reason why I say the ludicrous effect is because I like Ludacris as a rapper, but Ludacris I have like a bullshit metaphor, but he just puts the crazy up on it. Like Ludacris, Ludacris will say something like, I'll take you shopping like plastic bags, and then he was like, but then I'll stretch you like elastic. You were like, oh shit!
Thank God your bath and body works.
It was a terrible metaphor, but you be like, damn, it shit so hard. And that's what Ray did when they asked him about why he was on 2 knees. He said, Joe, I'm looking. He was like, look here. He said, you got these young folks. It was. They didn't know if we stand. They didn't know if we salute. They didn't know if we got on the knees. They didn't know anything. So in the presence of God, in the midst of confusion, I decided to give glory to God. I figured out, let me go and give glory to God.
1 knee is for Cap, and the other is for Jesus. When you put them together, you bow your head and you pray. I seen that when I seen it. I was like, this nigga is tripping. First of all, I was like, Ray, get up. You're drunk. You're obviously drunk, Ray. You're doing it wrong, Ray. Get up. You're messing up. Nah, man. So, but congratulations, okay?
Speaking on that, y'all can't leave out Kevin Hart.
Okay. I was getting to him.
He was getting to him.
But yeah, once again, to wrap it up a little bit, thank you, Ray Lewis, for your for what you did on the field. You deserve the statue you have. I'm not in the mob that believes that it should be taken down. I believe you should shut the fuck up a little bit. Just shut up. But no, I'd talk to you. I'd have a conversation with you, Ray.
Man, I've been in Ray Lewis' house. That is a cool brother. Fuck that. Right. Shit,
never do nothing to me.
You never do nothing to me. Shit.
But speaking of hot fucking messes at the Super Bowl, there's one Kevin Hart.
Boom.
Yeah,
Boom.
Right?
This what happened.
So listen. I'm at the Super Bowl, right? Boom, pow. Look, you see me? You see me? I'm there. I got my Letterman jacket on. Boom. The Eagle bigger than me. Pow. You see me? You see me? I'm at the game, right? Boom. The Eagles won. Nobody thought we would win. Ha, we did it. Ha, Tom Brady got the ball knocked out of his hand. We did it. Ha, boom. But now, boom, you see me? Look, the Super Bowl's over, and they got the stage up, and I'm here, and it's me, and the security guard is in front of me, and I'm trying to tell him to let me behind him. But the whole time, I'm trying to tell him to let me in front of him. It's not enough stage. There's not enough space on the stage to let me up. So this is me at the Super Bowl trying to get up on the stage, and he don't know who I am. Let me up. On top of that, he was drunk out his goddamn mind.
And his wife told him don't go over there.
Speech was slurred.
His wife told him don't go over there.
After all this happened, and he couldn't get up, he must have figured out where Deion Sanders and who else was over there? Michael Irvin over the NFL Live platform. He went over there, and Fletcher Cox was over there as well, and tried to talk. And when I tell you he was slizzy, like the words were paused. It wasn't this. He wasn't talking this fast. It was Fletcher Cox is amazing. I don't listen, I'm wasted. Shout out to the emergency crew that's outside.
Somebody got left. It's Baltimore. Shit, all them damn ambulance. Somebody got left.
Man.
We'll hear about it later.
What I was saying before we got on air is this type of shit would never happen to Will Smith. Okay, Will Smith wouldn't play himself like this. He wouldn't try to force himself onto a stage for attention. Kevin, you're looking desperate out here. Okay, have you heard the I wish I had it off the tip of my tongue, but his new comedy tour.
Kevin's on tour. 2 shows is going to sell out here in
Baltimore. What's you remember what it's called? The new tour is called, because it's so desperate now.
What now? Part 2? What?
No, it's.
I'm back.
He's taking basically the controversy that he faced, and he's trying to make $1 off of it. No,
what is he doing?
I understand that. He's gonna put.
What is he doing?
No, I understand.
It's the obvious thing, because people are gonna be asking if he does.
And that's the thing. It's low hanging fruit. It's the obvious thing.
Thank you.
It's the obvious thing. And you know what? It's a microcosm of his career. I can please pull up what the name of that tour is called. It's a desperate. I had a controversy,
homeboy.
I had a controversy, and now I'm gonna capitalize off of it. It's Kevin Hart. Get the fuck out of here.
That fruit was right here.
Listen, I was irresponsible. It's as forced and as weak as that weak ass apology he tried to give. And, I'm so fake angry at myself right now. I made a mistake with a Latin bitch. It was good. Like, get out of here, yo.
So I
just feel like,
and I'm pretty sure the same jokes you're gonna hear. It's gonna be the same shtick.
Small.
Irresponsible tour. Thank you.
I'm gonna fight because I'm small and I'm misunderstood.
Same shtick. Same shtick.
I'm over it, Kev. I'm over it. You did a whole stadium full of dry ass jokes. It should be what now? Stop. Just do something different. Do something different.
Let me ask you this: Is Kevin Hart ever gonna have? Is he ever gonna have a movie where he's the clear-cut lead?
I'm trying to think. I want
pretty
to
sure
say
he
he's
is,
done
but
it. He is. It's just the way he's built, man. He is the comic relief. Now
he's the same character in every movie.
He's the same character in every movie because he can't be but so much. He's a little guy, okay? He's got a high voice, and he's spastic.
So
in order for him,
he can't give me a Beverly Hills Cop.
No, he can't give you a Beverly. He can be Murtaugh. I mean, not Murtaugh. What's my man named? The goofy white dude in Beverly Hills Cop. He can be him.
He can be.
This is not my locker. That guy.
You know what?
Not him. Not him. That's
you
Jeff.
know what Kevin
Jeff.
Hart is in a cop movie?
Oh, you talking about?
It's Right Along. That's
No,
Kevin Hart.
exactly.
That's Kevin Hart in a cop movie. In a cop movie.
That's Eddie Murphy. 48 hours, but I
but
think
you can't see Kevin Hart
can
doing
trade.
that.
Not Riggs.
Kevin Hart
Not
could have did
Riggs.
Trading Places, the new version.
Kevin
can't do
Hart,
that.
Trading Places.
Okay, Kevin Hart
he
could
can
do
absolutely
he could
play
do
the
Trading
con
Places.
man.
You
He
think?
could be
Hold up.
Trading
You
Places.
think Kevin Hart could be Billy Ray Valentine?
The updated version, yes.
I think that he could.
He can pull
do Billy
that
Ray.
off
He can pull
because
that off.
he
He can't be Axel Foley. He can't be Axel Foley.
I think he could do the Axel Foley.
He can't be Axel Foley because Axel Foley was still serious.
Axel Foley was serious.
I can't see him. What was his name? Eddie Murphy's character in another 48 hours. Well, 48 hours.
He can't be Reggie Hammond either.
Reggie
He
Hammond.
can't be Reggie
He
Hammond.
can't because he's not smooth enough to be Reggie
That's
Hammond.
I can't see Kevin
all
Hart
the
being
stuff
cool.
I'm a black man in the white man's world. He could do all the comedy
But no,
stuff.
I'm a black man in the white man's
Okay,
world.
he can do that.
It's not. It don't.
I ain't saying he could do Golden Child. I'm just saying that he could do.
And that's Chandler General. That's a weaker character.
Honestly, and honestly, I would
He could
give
probably
him-
get.
I would give him Golden Child.
He could probably be Chandler General.
I ain't saying he could do
He
Vampire
can't be
in
our
Brooklyn.
king. He can't be our king.
Yes, he can. I think that's what he's going to do. I think
can't.
it's going to be Hakeem's son.
Oh,
like I told y'all.
The Hakeem and
Like I
the
told
Coming to
you,
America too.
if you see,
he is gonna
once
do it.
again, I'm saying it. If you see any type of flyer or
reboot.
thing that says
Any reboot.
any movie that's done over that says Part 2 and Kevin Hart is on it,
Photoshop
it's
Kevin Hart
fake.
into it.
It's fake.
Here's
It's fake.
the thing.
He can't be
Y'all,
quick.
I don't understand
Hell no, he
why
can't be
y'all are
quick.
so hard on Kevin Hart. Okay,
Because-
Kevin Hart was drunk. Okay, a lot of people
been drunk
get
his whole career?
drunk. A lot of people get drunk. So he got drunk off of shit that he bought at the damn Super Bowl.
Yeah,
they
fucking-
sold the drinks.
He bought a Mississippi cup of vodka.
So
and he-
and to your Will Smith narrative,
it's facts.
I don't think that
Facts.
Will Smith would have got up been able to get up there either. I don't think they would let nobody up there because I think they were just on some we drunk off power shit.
think they
No,
let-
nobody get
No,
up there.
it was athletes. We
They'd
just
have let,
spoke about
they'd have
that.
let Sylvester
But
Stallone up there.
they-
Will Smith is not an athlete.
Will
Exactly,
Smith
but
is a
Sylvester
pillar of the
Stallone would've got
motherfucking
up.
We
community.
need Beanie Siegel wouldn't have got up there.
No, Beanie.
First off, Beanie Siegel might not have
wouldn't have got
Beanie
up
Siegel
there.
might not have got into the damn stadium.
First of all,
Ab wouldn't have got up there.
you look if
Who?
Beanie Siegel looks in the
Right.
mirror, I don't even think Beanie Siegel can recognize Beanie Siegel at this point. Have you seen him? Look up Beanie Siegel with
Meek
his Eagles
Mill
feet.
wouldn't have been able to get up there.
Meek Mill couldn't get there. Okay, I don't think he would have been allowed. And
I take that back. Meek Mill might have got up.
Yeah, 'cause they used
did
his
come
song.
out
They
with
played his song.
Okay,
They played
I
his
take
song.
that
Meek
back.
Mill would've
And
My fault.
I think Kobe could have gotten up there.
Kobe Bryant.
Kobe Bryant, Philadelphia.
You'd have to be
native.
an ambassador. You'd have to be an
Yeah,
ambassador.
you
or
gotta,
something.
mean-
you gotta be bigger than
Okay,
whatever you come
I
from.
think you're right about that.
You gotta be bigger than whatever you come from.
And he's super tall, so
yeah, they'd be like, that's
you know what I mean. Kevin Hart.
Yo, my
they
thing is
probably
this:
didn't know who he
the
was.
thing that made it look
Honestly,
crazy.
I don't think that dude knew who he was.
Well, exactly. That's where I was going at. The thing that made it crazy with the Kevin Hart thing. That guy is a. First off, who was that guy? Clearly an NFL guy that's in that thing.
Security.
Who regular guy? You know what I'm saying? It's just it happens. The industry that he works in, he's around professional athletes. He didn't know who Kevin Hart.
He would
is.
have definitely known
But
Kobe
he
Bryant.
would have known who Kobe Bryant was.
Definitely.
He would have known who Will Smith was because the minute he would have even said something, somebody would have been in his ear. That's Will Smith, and it would have been like, "Whoa!" Even if I don't ever seen Independence Day or nothing, I know the name. I know the name. Kevin Hart, as harmless as he is, because that's where a lot of his whole aura comes from. He's a little guy. He's harmless. He's harmless. He doesn't threaten any type of social narrative of anything, and that's cool because that's not what he's doing. But at the same time, he kind of showed his status right there, and he's 100. He got bread. He's triple digit
But this
millions.
is the thing
But
about it.
that fame.
If you look at it, okay, he was down on the field.
he was.
You
on the
can get
field.
to the
He
field.
was
That
on the
he's
field.
somebody.
Oh, he's
Not really.
somebody.
You can
At
get to
the
the field.
Super Bowl.
No, you can get on the field.
You can get on the
No,
field.
I'm not gonna
anybody
you can
can't
get
get on the field.
You can
Tiffany
get on the
Haddish was all the way
field.
up top.
You can get on
Yes,
the field.
anybody can't get on the
You
field.
can't just
I'm
get on
not
the
saying
field.
anybody, but
Could
it's
Diddy
easier
have
to
got
get
up
on the
there?
field.
Could Diddy have got on the stage?
Hell yes.
On the stage.
If
The
he
same
wanted-
thing that
Bro,
that
once
Kevin Hart
again,
if it was the
he
Giants.
wanted to,
If it was the Giants.
he's on the stage.
He's on the stage.
He's
No,
on the stage.
I'm saying
You mean
same
just right now,
scenario.
Philly in New England.
But
New-
Kevin Hart didn't get right there. Diddy was right there. Would Diddy have got on the stage?
Is it New York?
No, same
No,
scenario.
you can't though, because that's the whole thing. That's why Kevin Hart got to where he was at because he's a Philly native
So
and
tell
he's
me.
famous.
So tell me this: if the game had been in Philly,
Oh, he's on the stage.
He's on the stage.
He's on the stage.
He's on the stage.
Kev's
At
on
that
the
so
point.
it's because
At
he's
that
in
point.
It's because he's in Minnesota. He's in Minnesota. Nobody knows
So
who
now
he is.
they have
Don't
to
you
know you.
Right.
They have to
The
know.
only
Fair.
little black nigga they know in Minnesota is Prince. Okay?
Prince.
That's all.
If the Vikings would have won it and Prince would have been living, it would have been Let's Go Crazy live show right there on the whole thing.
Which that was another. Oh yeah, we got to get to that. The Super Bowl. I don't know how we skipped over the whole Super Bowl and didn't mention that lame. Well, you know what? I can't. That lame ass halftime show, man.
All right,
shit was
see, that's
terrible.
what y'all not gonna do.
Oh, this is what we gonna do it.
Oh, it was terrible.
We gonna
That's
do
what
it.
y'all gonna do?
We gonna do it.
JT.
We gonna do it. Here we go.
Let me hear this.
Okay, so former NSYNC great lead Justin Timberlake came up there looking like the only blood in Montana.
Is that his real name?
Justin Timberlake is his real name.
Some people get all the luck.
Yeah, right.
That's just man. That nigga name is mad cool.
It's a good name. It's a good name. It's a good.
Like
it's a good name.
nigga Timberlake.
But he's
Wear Timberlands.
Okay, so the performance, while all of the songs were familiar to me, I may have been able to sing along with every last one of them.
Even if your love was
That's my shit. Yeah,
that's my shit
yeah,
too. I'm stepping my feet. I'm stepping my feet. I'm stepping my feet.
Yeah.
Stepping my feet to
I
that.
did not like him trying to mix in the "I Will Die for You." I honestly
And he
think
didn't
that,
sing it right.
right. That's a Prince. That's a classic. That's untouchable. If you're gonna do it, you got to do it right.
And you're in
So-
Minnesota. What the hell's wrong with you?
Right. So I mean, that was your feature was a curtain of Prince when you had an opportunity to shit. I would have accepted NSYNC. I would have accepted your Mickey Mouse Mouseketeer mates. I would have accepted Janet Jackson's Right Titty. I would have accepted anything but that dry ass performance that we received yesterday. I feel like this was Justin Timberlake's coming out party. He's back. If you haven't heard Man of the Woods, the lead single is it Supplies? Is that what it's called? It is. It's some cornball shit. Okay. Now, beats fire. You can dance to it. Easy to listen to lyrics.
Is it theme park?
It's theme park. It's theme park music.
This is how you contradicted everything you just said.
Okay.
It's Justin Timberlake. Okay,
Yeah.
So we have to expect
Justin Timberlake was almost black for
Easy going no, he's
15
not.
years.
And
He's
that's what
almost-
we get it confused.
Well, he was accepted.
He's a white boy.
He was invited to the barbecue for years.
Yeah, but listen, he's
Yes.
still a white boy.
He's
older now.
He's making sure
And
you know he's a white boy
and
now.
As Ocean said, he's expanding his shit, right? So now he ain't trying to just get the black.
How do white people be expanding their shit?
No, I'm saying he's.
no,
you
I
know
hear what you're saying. Go
what I'm
ahead.
saying?
what
He's
you're
just.
saying,
You saw the shirt he had on. He looked all crazy.
I don't think he's expanding his
But
shit.
this is
I
what I'm
think
saying.
he is separating
I
himself.
disagree.
Disagree, homeboy?
I disagree,
Disagree,
homeboy. And let me tell you why. Because he did brace himself. Because he knew he was in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Home of Prince. That's
yeah.
why he had his listening party at Paisley Park compound, which is Prince's studio home, former studio home. He had talked to Prince's sister Tika.
Okay.
The whole green screen
thought
thing
it
was
supposed to-
her idea.
Okay, so what happened with the hologram that we're supposed
That's
to
what I'm
have?
saying. That's what they were calling it, a hologram.
Oh, okay. That's
it
what I was
wasn't a
saying,
hologram.
I've seen a
That
Tupac
wasn't
hologram.
yeah, I'm saying it
That
wasn't.
shit
Yeah,
was
that
made
shit was
up.
crazy. Yeah, that's what I was
They were
expecting.
putting it out there. That was a hologram, and it was done by reporters who don't technically know the
what the fuck a
technical
hologram
term.
is. Right,
it
right,
wasn't
okay.
a hologram. They showed Prince on the screen. He did it out of respect. The sister asked him to do it.
Okay.
It wasn't something that he would have done on his own.
Okay.
They weren't the coolest people with each other. They didn't necessarily like each other.
Prince and Justin Timberlake?
Yes. Prince said some things about
Prince
Justin
saw
Timberlake.
through his shit.
Prince knows what appropriation looks
when
like, baby.
Sexy
Yes.
Back was out,
it's
Prince threw some shots at him
He did.
saying, "Sexy never
Never
left.
left.
How
That's
you
right.
gonna bring it back and
right
never
here, baby.
left?" Right. Okay.
That's when he started doing the Super Bowl with that scarf on his head.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay.
Exactly.
Prince.
2007.
Yeah.
And Timberlake threw some shots at him in the song. Also, same time period.
This nigga threw a shot at Prince?
Yes.
We
Yes.
should have whipped his ass.
Yes. Now, the sister wanted that to be out there to show it's respect, it's all love. My brother's gone. Boom. This is address the elephant in the room. So it was her idea
To have
to
Timberlake
him
do
do that. She's in charge of their
Yeah,
estate.
you got that. And
I
you ain't
thought
Prince's sister.
I'm a Prince fan. That's my
As
favorite
am I.
singer.
As am I.
I know I have all the songs. I have
Okay.
all the albums. I know his catalog. I know the story well. Me myself, I didn't have no problem with it.
You had no problem with
I
it?
didn't have no problem with it. I thought he did. Alicia
he did
Keys
justice.
has done renditions. Everybody's rendition is gonna be different. I thought that his rendition was good. I thought he showed respect because they wasn't that cool. So this was like a bury the hatchet public type of as best as you can do. He's a pop act. So if Bruno Mars had did that now, I mean, Genuine did a horrible rendition of a Prince song. I think When Doves Cry. Okay,
He did?
Yeah,
You
yes.
remember when Doves Cry?
Yeah,
I know when Doves Cry, the actual Prince song.
I'm
I
just
didn't know
saying,
when
yeah.
Genuine did it?
Genuine
Oh, yeah.
did. I'm just saying, people do. Yeah,
I just got a feeling that
some people ain't.
when Genuine, whenever I hear Genuine singing something, every song sounds like Pony to me. So it's just like I can't
did.
like
It did.
everything.
It did.
Like,
It was the Pony. It
So
was
he was
Pony's
on his-
version
it was
of
Pony
of Doves
version of
Cry.
the Doves
That's
Cry?
exactly what it was. That's exactly what it was. Him dancing.
The
way
memes
too
though,
hard.
Step
for the
on
JT
it.
shit was
When doves cry. Like he was on some shit
That's what
like
it was,
that.
that's what it was.
And he was
Exactly.
sliding across the stage with them baggy ass jeans.
the
Oh, man.
memes for the Justin Timberlake performance with the Prince was.
Oh, I saw the one I saw that
Hilarious.
stuck out to me was
With the Dave Chappelle joint.
Exactly.
Yes, I love that one. I love
That shit
that
killed me.
I love that one.
That shit killed me, man.
They had some good memes about.
First off, I
Brady,
didn't
too.
understand why he had the microphone.
Tom Brady memes was crazy.
The Brandon Cooks one were hilarious as well.
Yeah, his ass got knocked out.
Gotta
He
be
was good. He was
faster
doing
than
too much.
that.
He was doing. Hey man,
The Black History Month one.
Oh, that's my
I
favorite one.
love
Oh, that's
that.
my favorite one. I love that one.
I tagged you in it too, just so you know.
I removed all tags that I got yesterday, so
my favorite one
I didn't see it.
was of Tom Brady for dropping the ball,
which was a bad pass.
but they put a Super Bowl trophy in his hand. It was falling out of his hands.
It was a bad pass to Danny
was my
Amendola. That was a bad pass.
You think it was a bad pass?
You know why it was a bad pass?
I think because
I think it
he
was
threw
a
it
good
because he
pass.
threw it
No,
he threw it like
no.
he threw it to a receiver instead of
No,
Tom
he
Brady.
led a nigga that runs a 6'7" 40.
Right.
Did you see when Tom took the run to the sideline? Yo, I was like, is something wrong with my TV? I was like, this shit must have been slow.
It was the lag on this shit.
I'll beat Tom Brady running backwards.
What's funny is in the first Super Bowl run, which is tell you how far this shit goes back, they ran that exact same play. They ran it up the left side. Troy Brown threw the touchdown pass, but Tom Brady was 40 yards down the field. So it's been done. Tom's done it before.
Hey.
He just showed his age.
He should have just thrown. I thought Danny Amendola should have just threw him the ball. He let him. Instead of just saying, "Here you
just
go."
put it in his chest.
He
Right.
just like because he was wide open. It was like, here you go.
Because nobody thinks that Tom is going to do that shit.
So you know,
And what I think what really hurt about that shit though is that the Philadelphia Eagles ran the exact same play for a touchdown.
I also blame Bill Belichick for that. For the simple fact, once again, Malcolm Butler's not in the game, and I felt bad for the linebacker because
Does anybody know why?
The linebacker did not realize. Okay, he's an eligible receiver, and he's doing his job. I have to block him.
And they ran a receiver.
He just ran right past him, and that was it.
Tight end cuts in, and Nick Foles goes right around it.
The
But
eligible receiver.
to quell all of those. What's my man name? What's the cornerback name that didn't get to play yesterday? Malcolm Butler questions. Okay, what happened with Malcolm Butler was, if you guys remember a little while ago, that Denver and Atlanta had a Super Bowl a little while ago, and the Walter Payton Man of the Year got caught out here with them hoes, baby. Got caught out here. Got arrested for prostitution, basically. What happened with once again Malcolm Butler? He was out partying, smoking, drinking with some females.
And he's all of 25.
All of 25. Got a little rambunctious. Was supposed to be arrested. Officers recognized him and gave him the pass. But in giving him the pass, the the New England Patriots were alerted to what happened. He missed his curfew. Belichick came up to him.
When did this happen?
The night before. This is the night prior.
Probably the day of.
It might have been the day of, yeah, but the night prior and they leave. Okay, I'm sorry. It was the night prior.
Okay.
The day of, when questioned about it, he got belligerent about it. He defended himself and he talked about and what made it as if it wasn't a big deal. He should have been humble about it. And because he wasn't, right before they walked out for the national anthem, Bill Belichick walked over to Malcolm Butler and told him that you will not play today.
That was the wrong.
It's the
teachable
wrong lesson.
Wrong
You don't
time
take.
to do
Well,
it.
who got the lesson though?
Exactly.
Bill-
Exactly.
I don't even think Bill realized he got the lesson.
This is the same guy who saved them from a Super Bowl 2 years ago.
But it's not even just about that. See, the thing is, I'm a Patriot fan, so I know this ain't the first time Bill's done shit like this.
No, it's definitely
Like
not.
Bill has cut motherfuckers before the Super Bowl regular game. That last I can remember is the whole Wes Welker thing when he told him not to talk to the media. Wes
talked to
Welker
the
said
media?
something to the media, and he sat him down for the first half. So I'm thinking to myself, all right, he's learned his lesson. You see what they're doing. He's not playing the first half. Now go get him. This is not the time. This is not the time to make. This is not the time to make a statement.
Nah, man.
in the
Not
Super
against,
Bowl.
not against him. not against your coach.
Exactly.
Not against somebody
That
who
goes
knows
that
his
goes
team
back
first.
to your arrogance because
Oh yeah, I definitely put that. I said
that
that's
goes back
arrogance.
to arrogance
That was
because
arrogance. I definitely
at
said
what
that was arrogance.
like you trying to make a point, but let's make this point later because he could have made a difference out there.
But at the same time, was he really going to make that much of a difference? Because Nick Foles is on fire. Dog.
No, this is the problem. And I hear that, and people, it's easy to say now. It's easy to say now that he was on fire. But this was my thing. What I saw was, for the simple fact, the numbers are the numbers. Malcolm Butler has played 97.8% of the snaps.
Very true.
People were
Very
out
true.
of position.
Exactly.
You
Very
got
true. Very
Devin
true.
McCourty guarding Ertz at the end. For
exactly.
this is
And
everybody's out of order.
That's it. You got
Stephon Gilmore
Stephon Gilmore is a number one receiver.
should have been guarding Alshon Jeffries early. He wasn't.
Alshon Jeffrey was cooking, ladies and gentlemen.
Eric Rowe, he killed them.
Yeah, he killed. And if Malcolm
and
Butler had been there, it might have been a little different.
we play this. I'm not taking enough away from Philly. Malcolm Butler might have been getting that work too, but the point is, you go in with what you've been doing,
all your guns.
with what you've been doing,
all your bullets.
That's
You
the whole
gotta go
thing.
with all your bullets.
You lose with what you've been winning with.
I would
what
have
you've been losing with.
rather
That's
him.
all I'm saying.
I would have rather him played him that game and sat him down at the beginning of the season next year.
Or said something to him like, "Look here, that's gonna cost you $500,000 on the next contract."
Or look, you might have won with us now, but you ain't gonna be winning with us no more. Because
Anything.
anything, huh? That still may happen. They still may cut him. But what I don't understand about it is why handcuff yourself like that.
I think he will get cut, and
No, he's a free agent anyway.
He is?
He's a
okay, I
free
didn't know
agent.
that. Okay, so
he's
he,
not getting signed back.
well, he's definitely not coming back. And the thing is that he'll look at it like he threw the game away for y'all. He did it. So he's a scapegoat. You can pin it on. Yeah, he didn't hold his end for the team. This is why I tell y'all to do this, and let this be a lesson. He gonna make this a teachable moment. He ain't gonna take responsibility for it.
You don't make teachable moments in the Super Bowl. You don't make Super Bowl. You don't take teachable. You don't make teachable moments.
Right, we learned all our
basically
lessons.
game
We
7
here.
in the finals. Oh, you don't do that. That ain't how you do it. Cause I killed Kobe Bryant on that same thing when he stopped shooting back in 2008 versus the Phoenix Suns. When he could have won the series, trying to prove a point. Oh, y'all saying
y'all
saying I'm
that
shooting.
shit. Yeah.
Y'all said I'm shooting too much, so I'm not shooting.
Wasted 2 games.
I'm like, you wasted. I'm like, yo, what's wrong? You know, I never understand stuff like that. This is my thing. Why don't you, if that was the case, if that was Kobe Bryant, why didn't you just win? The guy finish off the series, probably 4-1, no more than 4-2. Then you have a closed door meeting with your teammates. Look here, get y'all shit together, stay out of my face.
Honestly,
this is how we doing this. That's what you do.
I honestly and truly felt like Kobe robbed himself of a great run that year because every team in the playoff run that year was very beatable. That was the Suns.
Yes.
I believe that was the Spurs.
They were number one.
Yeah, he was having a good time with the Spurs that year, and I think it was Dallas was the who he had already dropped 65 and 3 quarters on them. So I think he did himself a disservice. Yeah, arrogance is a motherfucker. It will. Yeah,
it rears its ugly head
at
the wrong time. Henceforth, why? You know what? Another thing I want to squash too, and we're probably not going to squash it. Michael Jordan, who's one of I got 3 favorite peoples in the world. No particular order. Will Smith, Michael Jordan, and P. Diddy.
Right.
Those are my 3 favorite people in the world.
Holy Trinity.
I almost unfriended P. Diddy. Stop following him on Instagram.
Why?
It almost makes you want to kill yourself. Yo, Diddy's fucking page, his Instagram page will make you reevaluate life every day.
Hate your life.
Every day. I was like, yo, he got this one joint where he's dancing, and it's between the Maybachs. He's dancing first off, he's dancing to Raekwon's Criminology.
Oh, God.
There's no...
Is he doing a Diddy too, though?
No, there's nothing in that song that says dance at all.
That's what he wants.
And he's dancing to Criminology between the Maybachs, the Phantoms, and all kind of shit to this big-ass mansion.
Won't stop.
And he's just doing anything. Like, the dance is not even... It's just
some... Ain't the Diddy no more. It's just some other shit.
It's not even the Diddy. It's the crackhead. It's something, but... The fact that he's so fucking rich that you like,
do what
damn it.
you want, yo.
So, my thing is this.
You almost hit the unfollow button on this nigga.
I almost unfollowed him like, yo, this is ridiculous.
Keep standing, Diddy.
This nigga with the damn furs and shit. I'm like, and I get a double tongue. This motherfucker, he got the same birthday. So every time it's my birthday, I'm like, damn, see what I'm doing. See what I'm doing.
I might go out of town.
What the fuck is he doing?
Yeah, nigga, I just bought out the whole garden.
You know what I'm saying?
Right? Like, Madison Square, no, Central Park, nigga. I took the whole-
Exactly. Nobody
Strawberry
can walk
Fields
through
is
there
mine.
no
You can't
more.
walk through here no more.
Yo, so
Take that.
I say all that to say,
I took it.
what the fuck was my point?
That was the point.
I'm like, shit.
I feel like you was like, you just wanted to get that shit off your,
Oh,
off your
Michael
chest.
Jordan, thank you,
Okay.
thank you. That's why we got Diamond. Okay, we need to squash this whole 6-0 thing. We need to squash that. Look here, Michael Jordan led the Chicago Bulls 6 titles in the 90s. They haven't sniffed the finals since then.
Other facts.
Now, ever since that, now that's the standard for everything. You can't lose in the finals, and everybody wants to beat the number 6.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we all know that Bill Russell is the most winningest coach with 11 rings,
More rings than fingers.
which is an asterisk because technically, you know who has more rings than him?
Who's that?
Phil Jackson,
Phil's
who has
got
13
He's got
rings.
13 rings.
Because he has 2 as a player, 11 as a coach.
Yes, he does.
So, if we like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
Like people,
There's
people
always
like,
somebody there.
People don't like
Right.
throwing that out there, but
right.
he has 13 joints.
13 joints.
And the reason why people will say as a player, don't forget Bill Russell one year was a player coach.
Yeah,
So if we want to
definitely
allow
was.
his player
Yeah,
coach ring to
right.
go in, then we have to allow Phil's player
His
coach
coach, player rings to come in.
And he
Yeah.
has 13 actually. And it's so crazy
Nasty.
because technically your man Belichick has got more than 5 rings too. You see what I'm saying? Little things like that. But let's just take on that. People use that as the barometer. See, the thing is, with Michael Jordan, he's a hurricane that we've never seen before. Everybody that's doing that thing now with marketing, with how they do things,
Right,
they're all
right,
doing
right.
it off the vehicle that Michael Jordan built.
Yeah, it's the
So
blueprint.
you're not going to be able to recreate the wheel. Like there's gonna be,
Mm-hmm.
there's no new. Okay, man, you can use social media, but that's gonna take you but so far.
What Loaded
That's gonna
Luck
take
say,
you but
nigga, you just
far.
some ink on my blueprint.
Exactly. So this is all the avenues that people have run. But Michael Jordan has got people, because what I've been seeing now, people, they associate the greatest with LeBron. Oh, now he's 3 out of 3 and 5 in finals. Now Brady's 5 and 3 in finals, which is totally different because in football, they're all game 7s. They're all game 7.
And I think that, okay, while LeBron's holy grail is Jordan, is the ghost that he can never catch, there was a ghost that Tom Brady can never catch as well. And his name's Joe Montana. Okay? For me, being who I am, I think that Joe Montana is the greatest quarterback of all time.
That's arguable. That's arguable.
Yeah, I'll say he's got what? He's got 5? He's got 5 of them.
He's got 4.
He's got 4. He's okay. So yeah, last
See,
year.
and that's the
yeah,
thing.
that was the thing.
And
Yeah,
that's
he
the
did get
one
4.
thing that
But
differentiates.
Strahan.
4-0.
He's
Randy.
4-0.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
4-0.
Yeah.
But
All right,
in football-
first ballot as
Yeah.
well.
in football,
I think it's only
they're all
been
game
2
7.
other wide
That's
receivers
That's
that ever
why you're
been
gonna see
first
Tom
ballot in the
all
Hall of
records,
Fame
just
class.
to
So
get to those games,
well
just to
reserved.
even
I mean, well
put up
deserved.
records. So
Talk
they got
about his
5 and
numbers
5.
for
You
me,
got the
champ.
record.
Yeah.
You ain't beating that unless you, first off, you may get 560 yards in the regular season, but you get to the Super Bowl
Right,
just
right.
to even compete and have those numbers there. So if Tom was 4-4, you know, say whatever,
Yeah, right.
but he has more rings,
Rings.
and he's won more times than
He's lost,
LeBron has lost more times than he's not even at 500.
Tough.
He's not even at 500.
But
So
here's the thing, though. They play more games.
who?
NBA.
Yes, but it's also designed for the best team to always win.
Yeah, that's an
That's
awesome
the
that-
difference.
yeah,
Also,
okay.
It's
I
designed
think it's
for the
random.
best team to
I
win.
think it's random in hockey.
I mean, I think you can.
grade.
I think you can grade him on a curve. I think we need to grade him on a slight curve. Talking about LeBron.
How do we call you a king and we're grading you on a curve? See, that's what I mean. Like, how do put this? We
No
say
curves,
stuff like that.
yeah.
Like, yo,
You grade everybody else on a curve. You don't grade the king on a curve.
So it's just like it's just like with.
Apologizing.
I'm trying to give you an example. Okay, with Floyd,
Okay.
he fought the fights that he wanted to fight.
Yes, he did.
If it was somebody he want that they was like, you need to fight him, and he ain't want to fight him, he ain't fight
He
him.
have
So
to.
it's not. So you got to grade on the curve because it's not like he always fought whoever was the guy. That's who I fought. It's always negotiations with football. You can't say, oh, we're not playing the Patriots, we playing the Browns. You can't do that. You say, look, I'm the team, and I'm the champion, Super Bowl
But as an
champion.
individual,
Saying,
Right.
but at the,
So it's
yeah,
a
but it's
curve.
an
So
individual
everything's
sport.
not the same.
I say, yeah, and yeah, you'll have those things, but greatness cannot be argued. And That's what I'm saying. So it comes down to it. You can have your little niches or your little nitpicks about things, but at the same time, the greats are inarguable. You cannot argue what Jordan did. You can't argue it. He went 6 times and he won 6 times. What is there to say about that? Joe Montana, he went 4 times. He won 4 times. What are you going to say about it? Floyd Mayweather, he fought 50 times and won every single time.
Hasn't even been knocked down.
Zab, he been knocked down before.
Zab got him. Yeah, Zab might knock him down.
Zab
knocked him down.
Zab knocked him down.
Yeah, look it up.
Go ahead, look it up.
And to be real about it, I've seen people. Zab hurt him.
I've seen him hurt.
And Shane hurt him.
About to say, Shane hurt him too.
Zab made him bleed. Zab made him bleed. Shane didn't make him bleed. Shane rocked him. But Zab made him bleed. That was what happened with that fight, and I honestly, truly, because up to that point, that was like that fight was like the battle for my loyalty, for real. Because Zab was my man all the way up into that fight, and I was like, oh, this nigga Floyd is okay, for real. And they were going neck and neck in that fight, and Zab lost composure.
Yes.
Had Zab kept his head in that fight, we might be talking about him as and how great Floyd was.
To fight Zab Judah too, and his brothers and all that.
Yeah, Zab was that man for real, man. And after that, then it was the Mayorga fight after that, and he got the wobbly legs and shit. Chop Chop.
Your brother said Chop Chop knocked him down, not Zab. Who the fuck is Chop Chop?
Chop Chop. Yeah, elaborate on that. Who's Chop Chop?
Elaborate. Who the fuck is Chop Chop?
Chop Chop?
Sound like you talking
No,
like.
I ain't talking about the low blow or.
No, not the low blow. No, Zab rocked his shit.
I don't even know who the fuck is Chop Chop.
Sound like some know who it is.
Or if he was off balance or tripped, that doesn't count.
No, those don't count. No, Zab knocked his ass down. Zab gave him the business.
Chop Chop Corley. Who the fuck?
This was his first fight?
Okay, bet. We get the Corley part. Let's get his real first name. Because nobody's name. Who the fuck is this nigga? Asian? Who the fuck
That was racist. That was very racist.
Please. They be killing us behind our back quick.
No, and it wasn't. Okay, so.
Put in Chop Chop Corley. Who the fuck?
Chop Chop. Yeah.
Chop Chop Corley.
Chop Chop.
And CCC. I don't buy it.
So I'm saying, between Zab Judah.
Carlos Hernandez in 2001.
That Chop Chop?
Carlos Hernandez put him on the ground?
Well, not exactly. Okay, so. And moved his hands to the canvas, complaining about his hand. Okay, so.
He broke his hand in that fight.
Went to the ground.
Because he broke his hand.
They technically ruled that as a knockdown.
That's not. Yeah.
Man.
Right, okay.
Your brother just would have made some shit up.
Mayweather placed his right glove on the canvas.
Yeah, he got put there.
Backwards.
He got put there.
The force of an accurate right.
But a
stumble.
But even
slip, and it was not an
but even still, the way we're talking about this shit right now, we're talking about Floyd Mayweather, and we're talking about the times that he almost, kind of, sorta, somebody may have got the best of him. Maybe. That is greatness.
And he still went on to win the fight.
Because he kept his head. Plain and simple. He was a champion in every sense of the word.
It's no denying.
A champion in every sense of the word.
He's great. He's a great
But people
boxer.
say that he ducked. Yes. People say that he ducked. People say he ducked fights.
Without question, he ducked Manny Pacquiao until it was too late.
Yes.
That fight was
we
shell
great.
of what it could have been.
Yeah, so we get an asterisk for that.
No, he doesn't get an asterisk because he still whipped his ass at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? They still fought. They still went 12 rounds and he still beat his ass. But it could have been a wildly more entertaining fight had it took it maybe 3 or 4 years prior to it.
That could be, but that argument could go for anybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, only people, see, we like to talk about, it's funny because we like to talk about old school rules when it's convenient.
Definitely did.
Definitely
did, Emilio.
Niggas back in the days, like, we talk about, like, the dude from, what's his name? Jack Johnson, Galveston Giants.
Oh, yeah.
Them niggas, they weren't, this like, yo, they fought anybody. Yes, they fought anybody because they needed a paycheck. It was different. They didn't give a fuck. Niggas was, they were like this. They was like, yo, this guy over here weighs 225. He weighs 150. They looked at each other. Nigga, do you want to fight? Yes. That's it. That's it. Just sign this waiver saying if you die,
rules, right.
if you die, it ain't got nothing to do with us.
Put these Put these brown leather cowhide gloves on.
Their insurance policies were on napkins. Like, look here, if I die, it's cool. Give my earnings to my family, and that's it.
I is good and chilling. I understand what it's
Like
going
shit,
on.
like they weren't picking and choosing fights because they was getting fucked up. But switching gears, I'm going through.
Yeah, man.
There was a disgusting video that was passed around, and it was ridiculous. First off, it was an old story. You had the 8-year-old little girl, and it's crazy because I thought about you because you have a little girl or whatever. And
the shit, that's what I'm saying. Like I
that
never got it. Thank God it was never shared to me. But somebody had basically they posted a screenshot of it, but like they blurred out the male member, but it was still like it was. I reported the picture immediately. Like, I've never done that shit a day in my life, but I reported the shit out that picture, and then I unfriended you. I felt like I snitched a little bit, but I felt like I snitched with a purpose though. Like I felt good after I did it. I felt like neighborhood watch after this shit. But yeah, like some shit. What I don't understand the obsession with you got it here first. Understand? Everybody gotta have like the breaking news and shit.
Thank you.
Like what? Like okay, good news is good, but bad news travels so fucking fast, yo. Like, do something better with your platform. Like, yeah, everybody don't have a platform, I understand that, but it's social media. It's your own personal platform. Some people's platforms are bigger than others. Some are very small platforms.
Yes.
But at the same time, why even? And it's the same shit with shout out to Katina when we was talking about with Bruce Cunningham. But it's like you are bringing attention to some shit that doesn't need it. Okay, we all are in agreement that shit was disgusting.
First off, I had the.
I don't need a picture. I don't need visual aid with that shit.
It's no, and the thing is, I didn't get any flack for because somebody at first, and I know her, so I know she really wasn't coming at me when I was, because I was like, first of all, I'm not going to show the video because I deleted it. For one. I described it because that's as far as I was going to go. Just so I'm like, look here. If you happen, don't be like me because when I opened it, it was a video, so I pressed play. I pressed play. It was already a pre-written. Oh, we need to report this guy. Let's share it and all this other stuff. And so when I seen the video, initially I didn't understand what I was looking at. So then when I saw, I was like I immediately I got tight.
Yeah.
Like my arm got tight because I'm looking like, yo, I got a son, but I'm thinking of people with daughters and stuff like that. That right there, you can't go to jail. You can't go to jail. I gotta kill you. Exactly. I gotta kill you. And that's not even like admitting to murder. Like that's open-handedly because I got a rule about murder. That's besides the fact of not doing it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because it's not the right thing to do.
First of all, don't.
But first off, don't just be killing people.
Right.
But
good rule.
If you do have to kill somebody,
I
have this rule. Have it so when you stand in front of the judge, and I'm not talking about God, when you stand in front of the judge and the judge asks you if you had to do it over, would you do it? If your answer isn't yes, you might not want to just go kill the person or kill people.
I understand
that situation right there.
Oh, you got to die.
Oh, if you had a chance to do it again, would you?
I'm doing it several times.
I hope he dies, and I hope he burns down.
I hope he burns in hell.
You getting the whole Samuel Jackson voice and all that with that.
Yeah, well, with that being said, that reminds me of the allegation. I want to say his name was Nasser. Is the
Larry Nasser,
the Michigan State
physical therapist, physical therapist, the coach.
He had three sisters come through his camp, and he molested all three of them. And in the closing statements from the witnesses, the witness's father was there, and he asked for 5 minutes alone in the room with Larry
Nasser. Then he said,
of course, the judge.
At first, they were laughing.
Yeah, they thought it was.
Everybody
funny.
thought it was cute. Thought he was just joking.
And they saw his face, and it was like, no.
And then he said, "Well, can I get 1 minute?"
Well, let me get one then.
And then she was like, "Sir, you know I can't do that." And then he proceeded to.
I'm gonna go get that shit.
Tom Brady ran over to. He had no chance of making it to this guy. He didn't even jump.
But here's the thing: if I am a bailiff in that courtroom, those are some of the slowest reactions you are ever going to see out of me. It's going to be, no, don't. Okay, let's break it up. Okay, let's break this up. Yeah, I'm gonna let him work him out a little bit before, because he just jumped in with too much vigor to save such a disgusting human being.
When I was looking at the video, I thought he could have got over there, and I don't mean just with a dash, Like, he's supposed to kill the judge with kindness, but like just be walking past, like, excuse me, judge. I'm just saying, you know, and just make that sharp jab to the left. Exactly, just that, because
Superman.
first off, he had on Wranglers, so you know what kind of, you know what he was. No leg room. It wasn't stretched. He on his Brett
One of
Favre
them Drew
shit.
Brees Wranglers. They was
He wasn't
mole
gonna-
Wranglers.
He wasn't gonna get over there because at first, like you said, his daughters and them was over there. Everybody put the smirk in their face. Oh, it was no smirk. He was dead ass.
No, it was a serious time, baby.
I'm surprised. See, white people, man, they do some shit, man. I'm surprised he didn't do no crazy shit like white people do shit like this. They would have bailed you out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what? They'd be like, hey, Nasser, what's up? You made bail. Oh, really? And walk right out. And
New Jack City, his ass.
that's just that. Oh, that was one of my, you took me back with New Jack City. Quick, because I know, Diamond, get off your goddamn phone. 'Cause that's what you call it. Yo, movie, we going around the horn. Movie, somebody black, if you're black that you should see, and if you've never seen it, I want your black card revoked.
Okay.
Go. New Jack City. Go.
City.
That was mine.
That was yours?
You better find something else, brother. Go.
Ah, shit. Juice.
I'm gonna say Above the Rim.
Menace to Society.
Friday.
Harlem Nights.
48 hours.
Oh, he's gonna run down Eddie Murphy's catalog.
Yeah, we're good. That's like,
Boomerang. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can just go.
Love Jones.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Okay. All right. I haven't seen Love Jones. I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it all the way through.
How about this? I'm there with you. I've never watched Love Jones in its entirety, so I'm there with you. And I've never seen Love Jones in its entirety.
It's a girl movie.
No, only thing, but it's funny. Why do I know that scene though?
In the rain and shit?
I'm the funk. I'm the funk in your thigh, or whatever the shit was when Lorenz Tate. Yeah, but must have been over years because I've never seen Love Jones. I've never seen Love Jones in its entirety. You know what movie I sat and watched in its entirety just so because I do shit like that, movie connoisseur. So I do things like that. The movie that I sat and watched that I said I had to watch it because everybody seen it. Color Purple.
Color Purple. And then you know what? And I can quote Color Purple, and I probably haven't seen it all the way through. But I've seen all the major scenes. I know all the major
And the major
scenes.
scenes is the one where he was like,
You told Harpo to beat me.
that one. The other scene, you ain't never going something.
Yo.
Like,
Until you do right by me.
until you do
everything
right by
gonna
me.
go fam. Yeah,
And
all that shit. Whatever the song
the
is.
hand
All
clap,
that shit.
the hand clap, and that one. And,
what was the other?
and my favorite scene, Sister, remember my name. When she was singing, when she was singing at the bar joint. That was it.
Somebody said Crooklyn. Emilio, shout out to you, Crooklyn, and Do the Right Thing. I've seen some of Do the Right Thing.
How do y'all feel about Do the Right Thing?
If you haven't seen Crooklyn, you still got your card.
If you haven't seen Crooklyn,
Crooklyn wasn't that good. You're right. It wasn't that good. I watched it all the way through.
Crooklyn is a generational. I think Crooklyn is more so my age group. Oh shit!
What he say?
He said Spike Lee is overrated.
Spike Lee's overrated. So it's not even like he's a every other movie is the shit. Okay, so he
Are you-
do
are
the
you-
right thing.
Are you out of
Yes.
your goddamn mind?
Malcolm X.
Yep.
Yes.
Back
Okay.
up.
School Days. Yes.
Okay.
What else he got?
She's gotta have it.
Boom.
Okay, that's a reach, but I'll give you that 4.
That started them off.
No, that's it. But he.
Mo Better Blues.
Boom.
Okay, I'll give you
Was
that.
Jungle Fever.
Boom.
I'll give you that.
How you giving it? That's about 8 movies.
However, but all those movies are 25 years ago.
Okay,
So
okay.
So
His
so
recent shits
now
are good.
so now go after.
Okay.
Go after Mo Better Blues.
Chirac,
Whack.
Bamboozled.
Whack. He's got more whack than he got good.
She's got to have it. The series.
Whack.
I don't know. I like the bitch Zora. That was like how they did the new shit.
He
I
got
kinda
game.
like that.
Whack.
No. And shout out to my man Stephon Marbury. That was about him. That was about him.
He got game was not
Yeah,
whack.
That's Steph. It was about Steph. Not loosely based on Steph. When in high school,
I get it. Oh, I get it now.
Girl-
I see it. Yeah, I see it.
Okay,
shit.
girl 6. Whack.
Girl 6 was kind of whack.
Get on the bus.
It was good.
Good. Get on the bus was good. And I knew you wouldn't
Forgot
like
about
get on the
that.
bus.
Okay,
I knew you-
I forgot about
Get on the bus was good.
Okay, all right, get on the bus. Good.
Wait a minute. I know. Hold on. Stop.
That's
I'm getting
half and
somebody.
half.
Did you, Nora? Did you just say white men can't jump? Is that Spike's joint?
It's not a Spike Lee movie.
Is that a Spike Lee joint?
No.
Is it? Go look at it.
I think it.
It might. If it is, I didn't know that.
It is.
I think it. She might be
I
right.
think it is. Okay, if it is.
If it is, that's a good
not
one.
whack. That's not whack. But that's too good to be him.
I don't think
He
Spike.
do
That ain't his style.
The storyline
It
flows
wasn't
too good.
It wasn't none of that.
Yeah.
So who was it?
I'm rolling through the streets and everything's moving behind me, but I'm not moving. Type of camera. I don't think he did that.
You know that shot has a name. It has a name. I forgot. It's not. It's not
Spike-
just a
Spike
dollar
shit.
shit.
You going to Spike?
Yeah, it's a Spike Lee shot though.
No, that's what the niggas call it. But I'm
Yeah,
talking about
but
offset.
but
I'm
that
talking about what
the
white.
shit moving through and everything's moving behind you.
No,
Spike's-
it's not. Ron Shelton. No.
Yeah, I told you. Yeah, that's
Right,
not
exactly.
So,
Exactly.
No.
But yeah, so that's. But I mean,
It's for 8 movies.
I would say if we name 15 movies, 10 of those was good.
No, 8.
8 out of 15, still not bad.
That's still
And
good.
He still got more than that, and he still got more. He still got way more. He still got
Yes.
way more bad than he got good.
I don't know about that, man.
Y'all just
He's
like him
iconic.
like the Knicks.
He's iconic.
Yes.
No, I mean that helps, but this is not the the whole
Y'all
reason.
only like him because of that.
It's not the only reason, baby.
I'm gonna say it like this.
Inside Man, goddamn,
Oh, good one.
he did do Inside Man. And
He
what
did.
did he do 25th Hour too?
I know he did Inside Man. He did Inside Man. He did Inside Man with
Oh,
Cloud.
I'm surprised at that.
Exactly.
Yeah, man.
Good
Spike,
movie.
yeah, Spike's done some work.
He's the only one
baby.
that consistently gets Denzel out.
Exactly.
That's another thing too. You don't get Denzel out just to have him
Because
out.
that's because he old.
You don't know him shit. He's paid his debts.
Okay.
All right.
Drop Squad, horrible.
Was that the Wesley
wasn't
Snipes
bad.
joint? That's the Wesley Snipes joint.
Clockers, horrible.
Clockers and Crooklyn is in the
Clockers,
same.
is that
in the same-
Bokeem
Tales from the
Woodbine?
Hood, horrible.
Tales from the Hood.
4 Little
Hold on,
Girls.
Spike did Tales from the Hood.
He did tell him no.
Well, exactly.
Damn.
Producer. So,
Okay.
Four
Full
Little
of
Girls.
good documentary.
How you
HBO.
gonna dislike 4 Little Girls?
Right,
I didn't-
right. Is it right?
New Jersey Drive, horrible.
It was hood good.
Hood classic. Hood classic. I
Hood
didn't know he
good.
did New Jersey Drive. Though. He executive produced
Summer
it.
of Sam,
I didn't see that.
I
one.
wasn't into that.
I didn't see that one.
Bamboozle.
We talked
We already
about
said that.
We talked about that one.
Okay.
We talked about that one.
Okay.
The Corner, terrible. The Corner has
She
got.
hate me. She hate me. Horrible.
I've never seen all of She Hate Me.
Me neither.
It's no
Me
shit.
neither.
He got more bad than good. Passing Strange, St. John of Las Vegas,
Those are throwaway
Yeah,
joints,
Red
baby.
Hook Summer, Old Boy,
Let me ask you this.
When my man was
Girl
on-
in Trouble, Chirac.
Let me ask you this. How did you feel about Do the Right Thing?
Classic.
There you go.
Why was it a classic? Because I'm not saying that. You know what? See where I'm going with this. What I liked about Do the Right Thing, besides the fact that it was in Brooklyn, that was one thing. But it's somebody on my block, every single character that was in that joint. I felt like, you know what I'm saying? Like
I felt like I knew-
every person that was
I
in that
felt
movie,
like
I was
I knew the
that's
characters.
somebody on my
I felt,
block.
I felt the same way.
Okay,
I
you're
felt like
right.
I knew the characters. I felt like I could relate to it. I felt like it's a moment in time that I actually lived in, and I felt like my story was on the screen, or at least people that I could relate
I want
to.
y'all to
story.
go. I want you guys to watch a movie called Brooklyn Boheme. Have you guys seen this one?
No.
It's basically about that era of when Spike was really popping, and how all of these dudes that you would see in his movies, all of those the dudes that was popping in the '90s, they were all basically just living in Brooklyn. They were all there, and it's about like their just how they rose and how they fed off of each other. I want to say his name's not Ernie Hudson. His name is escaping me right now. But
I was going to say, Ernie
he's a
Hudson is that dude. I know who that is.
He's a writer. Damn, his name escapes me. But if you can find Brooklyn Boheme on there, it tells the story of how Spike made himself to who he is now.
Well, I know.
Oh, if you haven't seen Beach Street, your black card is revoked.
Never seen
Depends
Beach
how
Street?
old you are.
I haven't seen Beach Street. Which one? Is
I'm going to
Beach
give him a
Street?
pass because of age. I'm going to give him a pass because of age. Beach Street, but I'm going to need you to go. Have you seen Crush Groove?
Of course, I've seen Crush Groove.
Then you got to start seeing
I gotta
Beach
see
Street.
Beach Street.
You got to see Beach Street.
Okay, all right.
You got to see Beach Street. And you'll like it because the difference is you'll look back at it and understand the time frame. Like somebody younger normally, they be like, nigga, this shit look old. Yeah, it was only in 1983.
Chris Rock, Rosie Perez. Okay, yeah.
Who's
it
the-
seems like something that we should.
Who directed it?
Nelson George.
Nelson George. That's his name.
Nelson George. Okay.
Yeah, no, that's a really good documentary. Yeah, it's a really good one.
I like documentaries.
See, man, if Tupac was on his BS, he'd have still been around and would have been a big movie star. Pac would have probably been
Facts.
done with rap.
I don't think if Pac was around,
He would have still been able to come out with music, but it would have been like soundtracking.
He would have went the Will Smith route from the standpoint of he would have been mostly doing movies.
He'd been mostly doing movies.
And he would have had soundtracks.
I don't think there's a lane for Tyrese with Pac still alive. I don't think there's a lane for Ice Cube. No, Ice Cube created his own. Ice Cube created his own. Ice Cube created his own. That's what I said. That's why I took. That's why I took back Cube. That's why I took back Cube.
Exactly.
Cube will always been around, but I don't think Tyrese gets the roles in any movie. With if the top.
You see Tupac in Fast and Furious?
No, but Tyrese got Fast and Furious because of Baby Boy. And Baby Boy. Exactly, because Baby Boy was written for Tupac.
Tupac fucked up.
So then you say Tupac gets the Fast and Furious then?
No, I just think they found somebody else. Because Tyrese isn't
I couldn't
important.
see Tupac doing that.
I can't see Tupac being Tyrese and Fast and
Because he
Furious.
would have did it different.
He would have been Vin Diesel.
Listen, Tupac, Tupac wouldn't have did Baby Boy.
He would have had to shit.
Why would
John Singleton wrote that role for him.
And
You don't think?
Yo, you saw all eyes on me. Pac started begging for them roles. He's
Yeah,
trying
but
to be supposed to have been in higher learning.
How much different is Jody from his character
male
in Poetic
tribe?
Justice? Exactly. How much different?
big difference.
How? Where? 'Cause
Baby,
he was a little bit more
baby boy on the
vulnerable.
bike. Right, the scene with the bike when he said the car was stolen. He ride on the bike. One of my favorite scenes in the
Pac
movie.
can't take an L in the movie.
That's a super L.
It's an L, but he's acting.
The Vin Raines L's that baby boy took.
He would have took that.
He took those L's.
He'd have took
He's
that.
acting.
He'd have took that.
He got dropped off a building in Juice.
What was
Dropped off
Pac's
a building.
What were Pac's best movies?
Tell me what
was his best
movie
movie?
where he took an L at.
Juice.
Nah, he ain't take no L's in
He was
Juice.
Bishop. He died.
He died in two
But he
movies. His
died.
best two movies, he died.
Don ain't taking an L.
Was that
He
the biggest
died
L?
in two. His best two movies, he died in both of them.
Unless he was
But you're not taking the L because
he
he didn't take an L in the movie. So to
remained
me,
true the whole movie
yes,
till he died.
he didn't take no L.
No.
So it's just like
So is Bishop like an honorable
the
character
only
now?
time he took an L in there, but he still redeemed himself was with Rider Man.
Oh, money come. Money come.
His best two movies were Juice and
Yeah.
Above the Rim.
Absolutely, and he was hard in those movies. I think he wouldn't have took none of them soft roles.
And it was so crazy, once again, and I know people like to always...
You know why he did Poetic
New York,
Justice?
East
He
and
did.
West Joint. He was a New Yorker playing a New Yorker.
He did.
right.
That's
He
the-
did Poetic Justice because you got to get feels on Janet Jackson. That's why he did that.
That's the only reason he did
Lucky.
it. That's the only reason he did it.
Lucky. No, that was his name in the movie.
Yeah, right.
Okay, no,
he was too. Shout out to Q-Tip getting killed early in that movie too.
Oh, he got his shit smoked.
movie.
Hey,
Poetic Justice, he got smoked.
The boyfriend, yeah.
But he was like,
He was
like, nah, the reason why I like you is because you wrote me all them letters when I was in county. She's about to give him some box. She looked over his shoulder, nigga clapped him. And that was that. And Tupac and Q-Tip hasn't been in another movie since.
Nah, that's an L.
That's
He's
an
a fucking L in the movie.
The Vibrant thing was out of there.
Yeah, man.
And that was that.
Next time we saw him, he was complaining about the Grammys.
You know who I haven't seen around in a while?
Who's that?
The dude Munoz, Miguel Munoz.
Miguel Munoz. That name sounds familiar. What was that?
He was running around with Eddie Murphy for a minute. In Life, his Jingle Legs.
Oh, yeah.
He had his own show.
Juana Man. Pretty Ricky, what they
Juana
called
Man,
him. Yeah,
thank you.
Pretty Ricky, what they called him. What happened to him?
No, they two different people, I think.
No, that's Pretty Ricky.
You sure?
Pretty Ricky, what they called him from Martin?
Yes.
Yeah, that was Pretty Ricky, what they
That's
called
Miguel
him.
Nunez?
Yeah, that was Miguel
That's
Nunez.
him.
Yes.
That's him.
Yeah, what happened to him? He had a good run.
He had a nice little run because he had his own show too. He had his own show too. He had his own
Dang.
show too.
Damn, shout out to Miguel Nunez.
He ran around. My thing is this. He ran around with Eddie Murphy for a minute too. He ran around with Eddie Murphy and he got some doors open, stuff like that. Yeah. And that's another thing I've been saying with Kevin Hart. At what point of his career is he going to be a stamper? Like with all the success he has, he's still not a stamper. You know what I'm saying? Like
his stamps have only gone but so far. I've seen Naeem, who was one of the Plastic Cup Boys. He was on my show Survivor's Remorse that got canceled.
Okay.
He had a recurring role in there. Spank, hosts a radio show. Spank is one of his boys. Spank is a Plastic Cup Boy. Mm-hmm. He hosts a radio show with Laz Alonso and Melissa Ford. Harold ain't doing shit. I ain't seen Harold in nothing. That's pretty much it. It's pretty much them. Yeah, them four. I haven't seen much. Kevin Hart is still. He's still kind of establishing himself for real. You're not.
he's $100 million.
He's $100 million, but he's still not box office commanding. Like you're
By
still
himself.
not saying, yeah. If you see Kevin Hart on the dance, you'll
Because
say,
in order
that's
to be
nice.
that, you have to be able to play
Tall.
a serious role.
Gotta be tall.
You don't even have to be tall. To
You don't have to be tall because Tom
you
Cruise
have
is
to
short.
come
as
Can't be
fuck.
that little. Can't be
Yeah,
that
no,
come
no,
off
because
as-
Tom Cruise is tiny.
You have
Tom
to
Cruise
come
is
off
tiny.
as tall
Yes,
on
but he's
screen.
Yeah,
You have to be able
but you gotta
to
be
come
bigger than
off
life,
as
right?
tall.
Exactly.
You still come off as a
Because
small
Mark
guy.
Wahlberg is not that big, but that
No,
nigga
he's
be
not
kicking
either.
ass.
And I think
He work
that's
out, though.
that's what my
Short, though.
my
Kevin Hart
issue
works
with
out.
Kevin. Yeah, he works out. Yeah, he's a monster. But it's not that he's little. It's that he's so insecure about being little.
I
And
think he's secure about it because he
No.
brings it up all the time.
No, he brings it up all the time. Is an insecurity?
Yes.
No,
Because if
Tom
I'm-
Hanks is insecure about it, he
is?
You don't
Tom
know
Hanks?
about
Tom
it.
Cruise? You mean Tom
He
Cruise?
does Tom Cruise. I'm
Tom
sorry.
Cruise. Tom
I'm about to say Tom Hanks.
Not
Tom Cruise.
Fuck it, what you
Tom
call
Cruise.
it?
Likes his foot.
Tom Cruise.
Right.
That's why he doesn't come out much. That's why when he comes out, he's super quirky, jumping on the couch, and he tries to make himself seem like he's taller than he is because he's insecure
Okay,
about it.
that's one version of insecurity that likes to hide it, and it'll be crushing if you bring it up to him.
Yeah.
And there's the other kind that gets out in front of it and says something about it before you can, and tries to diffuse you about it.
You
And that's what
Eminem 8 Mile.
exactly. I believe that's Kevin Hart's
good.
entire career.
Good one.
He's in his entire career. That's perfect, Diamond. Yeah, I'm white. Yeah, I live with my mother. Yeah, I'm short. Yeah, I can't do a starring role. But you love me.
And Wink did fuck my girl.
You love me. That's what it is.
Hold up, 8 Mile. How did Wink dead up both that bitch too?
But
Like,
it's in the studio.
in the studio, like that was crazy. Everybody else about nobody wanted Eminem. Wink clearly did. Because Wink was like, bitch, fuck this nigga. And
Fuck this bitch.
she
Right.
gave up the box. And then,
In the other room. They was in the
oh man.
Come up to the studio, baby. Got a surprise for you. Knocking your bitch down.
Nah, they did.
That's an L in a movie.
3-2-3. 3-2-3 whipped his ass.
They did
3-1-3.
3-1-3 whipped his
3-1-3
ass.
whipped his ass.
Free world. Oh, it was fucking free world.
Fuck.
No, he was 3-1-3. They was the free world.
3-1-3, fuck
That was the
free
free world.
world.
Niggas remember that was Anthony Mackie too.
Yes.
That was Anthony
The
Mackie.
worst Tupac ever.
Anthony Mackie was Clarence. Clarence's parents got a real good marriage. Yeah, man.
Oh, that was the worst Tupac.
This guy's the worst portrayal of a joint.
Oh, no,
Your man
he wasn't
Flex.
the worst.
Flex Michael
That's
Jackson.
Tupac. Okay, no, because I got Hakeem from Moesha as the worst Tupac of all time.
Oh yes.
I
Yes.
don't remember which movie it was.
The fake one when he was like when he's making the Hammer. It was the Hammer.
It was the Hammer movie. That's what
the
it was.
Hammer movie. He's like, hey man, you talking about pumps in the bump?
Yeah, they just put a bandana. They put a bandana on any nigga.
Y'all didn't,
They just threw that shit in the air. Whoever caught it was like, oh, I'm Tupac.
y'all didn't like pumps in the bump?
No, I didn't.
I like Pumps in the Wall.
I'm sorry.
Yo, I watched that video the
was
other
crazy.
day.
That video was crazy.
I watched that
just wish
video
they
the other
didn't wear
day.
them shorts, though.
Oh, the beat was hard to the motherfucker.
Why had to wear them shorts?
Yeah,
This nigga had on fucking speedos.
Pumps in the bump. Like, no.
I like this.
He had on
No
speedos.
hammer.
Boom, 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 boom. And he was dancing harder than the motherfucker did too.
It was kind of uncomfortable.
It was real uncomfortable. Like I was.
Why is he wearing these shorts?
What are you doing, man?
He had that ludicrous
Shit
shit with
away.
him. Come and take a dip. Pumps in the bump. Like first off, it's nothing
in the
rough.
bump.
A pumps
What is a
in
bump in
a
the
bump. Like,
Pumps in the bump or pumps and the bumps? Which one is it?
because every time I heard pumps in
It's
the
in the
bump,
country. It's pumps and a bump.
Oh, I thought what
I thought it was pumps in the bump.
No, it's pumps and a bump. It's
We like
high
them
heels
girls
and
with
fat
pumps
asses.
and a bump. Yeah,
Pumps,
okay,
high
so
heels
a
and
bump.
pumps
fat
and the
ass.
bump.
But why is he showing his pumps and bumps in the video? That's the fuck I'm trying to
Because he
figure
was
out.
like, yo, we doing this shit at the
Remember
pool at my
Patra?
house.
Every time I heard, I think of Patrick shit. Pull up to my bumper.
Pull up to my bumper. Yeah,
Nice.
Patrick. God.
There was some whack artists back then.
Yeah, man.
They was, no, but see, they
Them
never
90s
got.
Jamaicans one-hit wonders and shit.
Oh yeah.
Action. Naughty baggy bones.
No,
Sweet.
that song to this day, I'm still trying to get somebody to tell me what the fuck they say.
Da-da-ba-da-bum.
All I know, no, I be like action, no weed.
I was under the
I just
impression-
said no weed. That's all I know.
I was under the impression that he said not a bag of bones. Is that what he
No,
said?
I was
not a bag of bones.
Yo, I had to tell people I only knew the commercial reggae. I only knew commercial reggae. Like that's it. Like, but people like if we in the party, I know commercial reggae. Shit like Oh Donna, like the songs that everybody know.
What's my shit? Beanie Man and the girls, them sugar.
Yeah, exactly. Commercial. I know commercial reggae. That's it.
Was Don't Worry Be Happy, is that considered Jamaican music? Is that reggae?
Bobby McFerrin?
Yeah. Don't worry.
Now, I think that was
Be
more
happy. Is that Jamaican?
islandy.
That wasn't.
What do they call it? Soca-ish
Okay.
type shit.
All right, okay.
It was along those lines. It was. That was.
Shit, show my age.
It wasn't jam, but yo, Kid Vicious. Remember him?
Kid Vicious.
Kid Vicious. Damn, she said Kid Vicious.
Who's
I know
Lil
Lil
Vicious? Who was that
Vicious.
one? Who was that one?
Freaks with Dougie Fresh.
Oh, that was a little ass boy too. Yeah, he was a little ass boy. Freaks, I got that freaks. That weekend got that freaks. I got that freaks.
No, that's it. I knew that.
It was an adolescent. I don't even. He might have been preteen.
Shabba Ranks.
I thought it was a girl until I saw the video of that shit. Yeah. Oh man, that was the joint. No, man, got that freaks.
I like how Big. You gonna wrap it up? I like how your man Big was like. Big said slight shit, made it sound hard. I'm big, dangerous. You're just a little vicious. I was like, oh, that was hard. That was hard. It was so light, but it was hard. But yo, we gonna wrap this one up and everything. Have fun with this one.
Of course.
You can always get me, Yenny Social G, on Facebook, on Instagram, Ocean OSHIN 149. Gotta get my followers up and all that.
Yeah,
Start trying to post mad pictures. I got some other shit coming up. But yep, we gonna wrap it up. Dev.
Yeah, man, it's DEVYNEPPS on Facebook and Devidai _ on the other sides of the or, man.
Nora.
Yeah, man.
All right, baby.
Look, we'll be back next week, Monday, same time, same place, baby. Peace. Oh, he did colors too? Spike did colors?